Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Lane, and welcome back to Madden 22, and today we're going to be doing a 20-year rebuild of the New England Patriots. Now, our starting quarterback of the team, which could be for the next 10 to 15 years, is Mac Jones, who has star development 77 overall. At running back, we have Damian Harris, 82 overall star development. Newly picked up Devontae Parker. Very intrigued to see what that looks like with Mac Jones. 82 overall star development. We have Aguilar, 79 with star. Kendrick Bourne, Jacoby Myers, who had star development. At tight end, we have Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, who did not really do anything last year. I'm hoping it was just like year one jitters or something like that. I know that doesn't make any sense. But also him doing nothing makes no sense whatsoever. On the offensive line, we have Trent Brown, the rookie Cole Strange, who I thought about putting up to star development, but I don't think that would really fit. It was just kind of an outlandish pick. Came out of nowhere. But it is what it is. We'll see how he comes along. We have David Andrews, Amanu, Isaiah Wynn. Then on defense, this is where we're hurting. At corner. Now we have Jonathan Jones, very solid player. Malcolm Butler's back. Of course, not in the game anymore. 78 overall, normal development. Don't think that's going to be all too great. We have Jalen Mills. We have Mitchell. I just don't love our cornerback group. We're going to have to work on that probably after year one, in my opinion. At left end, we have Lawrence Guy. We have Christian Barmore, defensive tackle with hidden development. I love him. He's a great player. Dietrich Weiss, he's good, but they're paying him a lot of money. Kyle Duggar at strong safety with star development. Matthew Judon has superstar, 87 overall. We have Bentley. We have Tavai. We have Josh Uche. Star development, 74 overall. And then Devin McCourty, who I think just signed a one-year extension. And then we have Jabril Peppers right behind him. Star development, 81 overall. So let's get right into it. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs year one, but crossing my fingers, maybe we do. Here we go. So we ended the season at 6-11. Another thing I'm going to do during this rebuild is write down all my records. And then at the end of the video, we'll go over that, see how many times we go 6-11, 7-10. I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot, but, it is what it is. The Jets 10-7, the Bills 7-10, and the Dolphins 5-12. Mac Jones, 3,800 yards, 28-17. If you play a lot of Madden, you know that's just average in this game. Probably below average, to be fair. So I'm not loving that. 66% completion. Damian Harris, about 1,400 yards with 8 touchdowns. I love that. I love Stevenson, about 500 yards with 10 touchdowns. Receiving, Aguilar 950 with 3, Henry 850 with 9, Parker, I was expecting way bigger numbers, 762, 3 touchdowns, Bourne with 7 out of nowhere, Jonnu Smith doing nothing again, but that could just be Madden. They don't like when you have 2 tight ends. They don't want that whatsoever. Butler leading the team in tackles with 103. It says a lot about our middle linebackers. Sack totals, 5.5 for Judon. That's very, very low. Interceptions, 5 for Malcolm Butler. Okay, he could be top 10 defensive player of the year for the AFC. Those are kind of unusual numbers for a corner. 3 for Peppers, 2 for Phillips, Duggar, McCourty. I don't know if we do have a fumble. Let's see. Give me fumble recoveries. 1 by McMillan and 1 by Devin McCourty. Any defensive touchdowns? No. Aaron Rodgers with the MVP. Elliott 2, Brady, Jackson, Prescott. Nothing too, okay, I stand corrected. Cam Newton, number 10. I was going to say nothing too crazy. Coach of the year, Urban Meyer. We won't be up there. AFC offensive player is Lamar. Mac Jones won't be up there. What do we got? Wilson, of course. Deshaun Watson. Don't think he's going to be playing. Defensive player, Khalil Mack. Was I right about Butler? No, I wasn't. Swing and a miss. Offensive rookie, Mac Jones, of course. This is going to be all kinds of messed up. Stevenson at 10. Defensive rookie. We're not going to have anything up there. I was surprised. Did they count Malcolm Butler as a rookie if he's created to play? I don't know. Now, I already upgraded our team, so Mac Jones up to an 81. That's not great. Strange went up by 3, I guess. He has -1 morale. Parker's up to an 83, who I believe might be, is he 29? Yeah, he's 29. So he's 30 in real life, or he would be 30 in real life at the end of next year or this year coming up. And then on defense, there's really not a ton to look forward to. Barmore, star development, he's an 81 overall. Duggar's an 84 overall. A lot of work to do. The Buccaneers beat the Ravens to win the Super Bowl 28-15. Devin White, Super Bowl MVP. Who wants to give it to Brady again? Come on. Devin McCourty's a free agent. I do feel like he's a Patriot for life, so I might give him a 1-year deal, even though Peppers with superstar right behind him. Devin McCourty, that's going to hurt, but I'm going to let him walk out the door. Jacoby Myers, I'd like to give... I don't want to do 4 years for Jacoby Myers. I'll go 2 years and we'll increase the money, so maybe he'll take that 2-year deal, which he will. That's huge. Tavai, no. All right, so it's just Jabril Peppers. Now, free agency year one, when you have the updated draft class and free agents in the game, is always a mess. We could bring back Tom Brady. Don't think we're going to do that. Realistically, we're not going to pick up anything for this team. Logan Ryan would be interesting, but we don't need that. Cole Beasley, Dante Hightower. I'd rather give some young guys a chance. I do think this next year is going to be very rough, but we're just going to skip over this. We're going to go to the draft, and hopefully we can hit a home run. Now, we have the 7th overall pick. Jason Palmer, a quarterback, is up there. Of course, we're not going to do that. I'm going to look at Johnny Rodgers, Duke Clinton, maybe Dansby. I do think probably Johnny Rodgers or Clinton is going to be the move. B tackle, F zone coverage. I don't love that. Not the greatest physicals. So it looks like he's boom gone right out the door. C zone. I hate that they don't. Like, they need to update this so much. His jumping's elite, strength's elite, good speed, great change of direction. Duke Clinton might be the pick. It's crazy how awful this draft class is at pick 7. I mean, there's just not much to take. I took a few more looks around. So we're going to go with the middle linebacker, Duke Clinton. He has normal development. Of course, that's not the end of the world. A, impact block. B, stamina. B, play rec. C, zone. I mean, it's not the worst. Now, I know we have Onwenu, and then we have Cole Strange, who will step in at center eventually. So that's why I'm going to take Courtney Callaway, left guard, 36 bench reps, number 2, 36 at College Pro Day, number 2. Add him to the team. He does have hidden development. That's huge. 90 strength. So Clinton ended up being a 72 overall and Callaway's a 70. The rest of the draft is not pretty. Legitimately nothing changed about this team other than overalls. We have Callaway as a backup left guard. That's not going to matter all too much. Then on defense, well, we lost Tavai. Sorry, I forgot about that huge loss. Tavai. Let's go to the play. I kind of expected this. We did worse than last year at 5-12, but look at this train wreck of a division. Dolphins won the division at 7-10. Bills 6-11, and then the Jets went 5-12. I have no idea what's going on. Mac Jones about 4,000 yards, 25-16, basically the same except completion down from I believe it was 66 to 63. Not great. Damian Harris 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns, 8 for Stevenson. Damian Harris is going to be a free agent. I was going to say I almost want to trade Harris away and start Stevenson. Receiving Parker. That's what I expected last year. 1,000 yards, about 1,100 yards rather. 7 touchdowns. Bourne with 6. Henry 5. Oh, Jonnu. We have to get rid of Jonnu Smith. We just have to. It's just not good. Malcolm Butler leading the team in tackles again at 122. 108 for Jones, 100 for Bentley. Sack totals, 11.5 for Judon. Interceptions, 3 for Jones, 3 for Peppers, 2 for Butler, 2 for Clinton, who was our number 3 middle linebacker, 44 tackles. I was expecting a lot more, even as a number 3 guy. We're 27th in offensive yards. Show me the defensive yards, 30th. Jesus. We have some work to do. McCaffrey MVP. The realism kicking in. Tom Brady to the Saints. Coach of the Year, Urban Meyer. AFC Offensive Player is Lamar. Nothing from the Patriots. Defensive Player, Joey Bosa. We do have Matthew Judon at 8. Offensive Rookie, Al Carey. The old famous one. Defensive Rookie, Clinton at 5. Please just give us good development for Callaway. He has star development. He's up to a 75 with 1 morale boost. That's not bad. Cole Strange, not really doing much. I feel like we're going to lose Devontae Parker, Damian Harris, probably Aguilar after the season. I mean, we almost have to spend a lot more money. Isn't it crazy that the Patriots are in this situation after paying so many players that one year? It's insane to me. The Dallas Cowboys beat Tennessee 52-24. That is an absolute beatdown. I have no idea how Tennessee's here, by the way. No more A.J. Brown. I guess it was Tannehill and Derrick Henry show, but Dak Prescott, Super Bowl MVP. So it's definitely going to be Damian Harris. Yes, we're going to let him walk out the door, unfortunately. Trent Brown, I feel like we should let him go as well. At 30 years old, he's probably going to want 2 years, 3 years. At 30 years old, I just can't do that. Jonathan Jones, we do want Isaiah Wynn back. We'll go 3 years. We'll increase the money a little bit just to entice him a little bit. We have $76.8 million after that. Jake Bailey we'll bring back. I'll do that off screen. Parker's gone. Bentley's not bad, but he's not great either. But for cheap money, That's fine. Parker, Folk, Godchow, Jawan Williams. I mean, this team isn't exactly filled with talent. And then okay, maybe not. I'd say I'm also going to bring back Jonathan Jones. He's definitely not getting $20.9 million for a franchise tag. No. $66 million. Lamar's on the board. We're, of course, not going to do that. I wish Bill Belichick would do this. So I'm going to do it. Because we just lost Devontae Parker. We want to get like a number one guy for Mac Jones if we're ever going to give him a chance. He has no offer, so we'll probably take ours. Jeffrey Simmons would be a lot of fun. Not exactly a scheme fit, though. Jenkins on the board, I don't think so. Trent Brown actually got an offer. I was going to say, 1 year deal, I would actually do it. Trayvon Mullen, I don't really want to do that. Jamel Dean, Savage is up there, but of course we don't need that either. Murphy Bunting's on the board. Greedy Williams. Nobody is scheme fit. I thought one of these two man-to-man guys would be a scheme fit. He's man-to-man too. So let's go Jamel Dean. Our cornerback group is so awful. This is kind of the deal I wish Belichick would make rather than bringing in Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, even though I was excited. Don't get me wrong, but two big names. That's what we're going to do. Two big-time cornerbacks. Because Malcolm Butler, it seemed like... Actually, Malcolm Butler seems like he's gone. Our cornerback group's awful. That leaves us with a 19.4. If we could bring in three big-time position players like that, I mean, we're an 82 overall. That would have to jump us up to like an 85 overall minimum, I would think. We got all three, too, and we're an 85 overall. Look at that. It's almost like I've played Madden too much in my life. We went 5-11, and we have the 5th overall pick. How bad are the Lions, Eagles, Bears? Where are the standings? Show me the standings. Why can't I find them? It's fine, but that's kind of crazy. Since we don't have a ton of talent, I'm actually going to trade back. I can't believe the Jaguars are doing that well. I want 2 1s. 18-26. There's a bunch of teams offering me 2 1s, by the way. Don't think I want to do that with the Browns. The Buccaneers might be, even though they have Josh Rosen, don't get me wrong, that might be the play. We trade back to 19 this year, which is, 14 picks back? I do think that's the move. I took a few looks at the players. There wasn't anything that's going to change our team this year. And they went with a running back. Ugh. All right, with the 19th pick, we're going to take a left tackle, Ben Bruton, with A, awareness, A, impact block, B, pass block. Great physicals. This guy has to be hidden development. Yeah, 89 strength. He looks fantastic. Injuries, D, but we have injuries turned off, so I'm not too concerned about that. I wish I had any idea how to draft a good middle linebacker. I keep looking at these guys. I'm trying to figure it out, and I just can't get there. I'm about to take another offensive lineman. Even though we have Callaway as a backup, Cole Strange is probably out the door already, if I'm being honest. And then David Andrews also has to retire soon. So I'm going to go Al Eason. He has normal development, 88 strength. He just looks good. I'm good at drafting offensive linemen. The rest, not so much. So Bruton is a 71 overall. Eason's a 72. The rest of the draft, I mean, maybe Sherrell's, maybe Aldridge would be decent. 3, number 4, number 5, but not counting on it. So I put 3 players on the trade block: Jonnu Smith, Judon, and then Andrews. I just figured this team or the season's not going to go all too well. A 4th round pick for Jonnu Smith is kind of insulting, but he's also doing absolutely nothing. And maybe a 4th round pick can help us move up in the draft if we want to. I would like to make a play like that, especially because we're going to have 2 first-round picks. You typically do that a 3rd round pick. These are both within the division, but they also have to pay them probably after this year. So I don't really understand those moves. Are the Jets, do they want to go 3 for 3? Give me a 2nd round pick for David Andrews. Oh, wow. Look at all those trade offers. So good. Let's try it again, David Andrews. Any offers this time around? The Jets want all my guys, and you could just have them. Have all my old players. I won't argue over it. That puts us down 2 overalls to an 83 overall. That's really not a big deal because Jonnu Smith is the youngest at 28, so I know I just called him old. But I mean, Bruton starting. We're going to have to put Strange at center, which will be fine. Callaway's a 77 with +2 morale. Stevenson starting at running back. And we probably have to pay Mac Jones after the season, don't we? And that's going to be a problem, but the defense getting a little bit better. So I think we are going in the right direction. So we went 5-12 again. Our division did a little bit better. Dolphins 11-6, Bills 9-8, the Jets 7-10. So for those keeping track at home, 2 times we've gone 5-12. Mac Jones, I would say this is a way better season. 4,200 yards, 26 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Of course, I believe we have to pay him, so that's probably why he's doing that. But 68% completion. I believe he was just 63. So I'm going to try to take any victories we can. Stevenson, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. That's why we let Damian Harris go. I love that. Receiving, McLaren, 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. McLaurin, sorry. 970 for Myers, 6 touchdowns. Bourne with 7, 884. Henry with 5, 814. So we are going in the right direction. I like that. Clinton, 104. Love it. Sack total, 7.5 for Barmore. I even love that. Interceptions, 3 for Jamel Dean. So glad we brought him in. But Murphy Bunting, I mean, we'll take the interception, 98 tackles. I expected more. Wait, what? A safety for Duke Clinton. I like that. And Christian Barmore. Yeah, those things usually come in twos. And I don't get that at all. McCaffrey, another MVP, I'm sure. I'm just going to say it. I've recorded a few videos today. Coach of the Year, Mike McCarthy. And we're not going to be up there. Offensive player, nothing. Kind of surprised. I thought Mac Jones might crack the top 10. Defensive player, TJ Watt. No Patriots. Offensive rookie, nothing. Defensive rookie, nothing. So Mac Jones is actually an 88 overall, which I like a lot. Bruton has star development, 77 overall. Callaway's a 79. Strange is a 75. We do have to find another offensive lineman, but I think I'm going to lean very heavy defensive side of the draft if we can. Of course, I don't want to just draft players to draft players, but our whole linebacker core is just not great. Our ends are not great. But we do have 2 first-round picks and a few other picks, which is good. I would potentially like to trade up if we can. Now, you could say the Cowboys winning a Super Bowl is a surprise, but I think this is a bigger one. The Vikings with Kellen Mond, Super Bowl MVP, taking down the Chiefs 34-23. You could have given me, I don't want to say 100 guesses, there's only 32 teams. 31 guesses, and I probably wouldn't have gotten. So Hunter Henry's a free agent. I don't know if I want to bring him back. I'm definitely going to worry about Kyle Duggar. I'm going to worry about Onwenu. Jacoby Myers, maybe another 2-year deal. Uche, maybe another short-term deal. Cole Strange is up there. Oh, we have so much money. Okay, that should be able to help us. Cole Strange, as a 75 overall, is really not that bad. Mac Jones down there, no thank you. We'll bring back a few of these guys on cheap deals. If anything crazy happens, I'll show you. So Kyle Duggar turned me down. A $16 million franchise tag. I tried to get it for 2 years, big money. He didn't really want that, but I got everybody else I told you I was going to. We are losing Kendrick Bourne. I don't think that's the biggest deal in the world. J.J. Taylor, who I do like in real life, but once again, not a huge deal. And Hunter Henry, he wanted like 3 years. It's not worth the money. Lamar Jackson, a free agent again. Joe Burrow, a free agent. Wow, Trayvon Diggs, no thank you. A.J. Brown. I mean, that'd be a lot of fun. He got a huge contract extension. I don't know if I should lean into like he's not here, something happened. That's very, very unusual. And we have so much money. And all, like, we don't, I guess you could argue we do need a corner, but I don't want that corner necessarily. Marcus Peters. No. It seems like no good ends. Aquara's 29 years old. Like, are ever on the board? I mean, there's not much up here, unfortunately. So I do think, even though it's not the most realistic thing in the world, but once again, he shouldn't be here. And if I don't take him, someone else is going to take him. I'm going to take the one, the only, A.J. Brown. I was in my head, I was like, do I go for Joe Burrow at the same time? Because Mac Jones is in the final year of his contract. I don't think I should. But, and I think, the Bengals didn't win one in this. We got A.J. Brown. What's crazy is Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson is still going to be on the board. Yeah. No offers. Talent like that comes on the board all the time. What are we worrying about? I want to take Joe Burrow so bad. You could argue I did A.J. Brown is to take Joe Burrow. I'm gonna. No, I'm not. Okay, let's stick with Mac Jones. Let's stick to the plan. Let's go to the draft. This is hard for me. So actually, we have the 3rd overall pick and the 5th overall pick, so we don't have to trade up, which means we have so many draft picks. Phillip Bell to the Bears. They're sick of Justin Fields already. Walter Allen, left end. Since we're still so low on talent, I kind of want to trade back again. The Bears just had the first overall pick. Would it be crazy to trade with them and just hope for the best? It probably would be. Because, you know, sometimes with these rookie quarterbacks, they just go off and they get like the first round bye and crazy stuff like that. You know what? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We have A.J. Brown. We have Terry McLaurin. We really need defense. Defense, defense, defense. Ooh. We could use another outside linebacker. Elite acceleration, elite jumping. This is our guy at number 3 overall, Jeff Blake. Hidden development. He looks fantastic. I mean, B hit power, B impact block, A finesse, A pursuit. We'll take that. Kamal Wilson was our next pick, or the next pick before our pick. I just want to trade back again. The Vikings, who just won the Super Bowl, I'm not really in love with that. The Jaguars, who shouldn't be that great, but I'm sure they are. You know what? There's no chance Kellen Mond and the Vikings do well again. There's no shot. I do have to see who they want to take. Huh? This game is so awful. Can you imagine if, like, hey, we just won the Super Bowl. Rams, what do you want to do with our first pick? Quarterback. Let's actually trade up for a quarterback. Mortgage the future. Go get us a quarterback. That's what I want. And they're like, all right, cool. This game's, oh man, I can't wait for Madden 23. I hope it's good. I certainly hope it's good. Physicals. Not really. I'm going to take a look around. We are going to take another outside linebacker in Marco Bailey. Maybe we put one of these guys down to end. Normal development, that's fine. His skills look, I mean, for a number 32 pick, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to take another outside linebacker. Some of these guys are going to go down to end, but Oscar Eason with elite acceleration, good jumping, marginal speed's not great, but I think he's going to be good. Yeah, hidden development. I had a feeling. A stamina, B power moves, D injury, of course. That doesn't matter once again, but 3 defensive players. I told you we're going defense heavy. And there were some offensive linemen on the board. Trust me, I thought about taking one. Just like I'm going to think about taking Jermaine. I mean, A, impact block, his run block's awful, but we're a throwing team. Add him to the team. Normal development, 85 strength. I mean, it's our 4th pick. I'm not too worried about it. One thing I do want to look at this draft recap is the quarterback the Vikings took, but Blake 75, Bailey 73. Ooh, Eason, who does have hidden development, that's not great. Computer took a tight end for us later on in the draft, who was that, say, 72 overall. That's not bad. Of course, I forgot to do exactly what I said at the beginning of this part. Let's go take a look at the Vikings. This guy better be a home run. 72 overall. He does have hidden development. I'm going to forget about it if I don't check this out, so we'll take a look. Of course, we could have won with this quarterback. Remember that. Star development. Wow. Wow, that tight end the computer took has hidden development, 74 overall, because he has 2 morale boost. Offensive line's the same. Added A.J. Brown, of course. Then on defense, we have to move. Ooh, the computer took a defensive tackle with hidden too. All right, what I think we're going to do is we'll actually put, where's the other guy? He's so low of it overall. Okay, I'm going to have to do some maneuvering, but then we're going to go to the playoffs. So we are moving in the right direction. We're 7-10, tied with the Bills and the Dolphins, and the Jets, who I traded all my players to, won 11-6. But I don't think that's going to work out long term. I do think they have to pay Judon and Jonnu Smith like right now. Mac Jones, whoa, that's why we bring in the weapons. 4,600 yards, 34-10. I did think he was going to be a free agent last year. It's going to be this year. Do have to keep that in mind. Stevenson, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. So glad we it's just such a good move to let Damian Harris walk out the door. McLaurin, 1,200 yards, 4 touchdowns. A.J. Brown, 950 with 11. Myers, 920 with 9. Also very solid. Look at the tight end, though. Addison Folds, 856, 4 touchdowns. That's great for a rookie. Bentley, 113. Clinton, 112. 100 for Murphy Bunting. Sack totals, 8.5 for Bailey. That's the rookie. Eason, 4.5. Also a rookie. Interceptions, 3 for Duggar. 2 for Blake, a rookie, who had 4.5 sacks. 43 tackles. There's potential that we have 1, 2, and 3 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. McCaffrey just rattling them off year after year. Elliott, Lawrence, Mac Jones, nice, up there at 8. Coach of the Year, Matt Rule. AFC Offensive Player, Trevor Lawrence, but Mac Jones at 6. Defensive Player, TJ Watt. Nothing. Offensive Rookie, Folds, the tight end. Gilmore, the running back, at 3. Defensive Rookie, we don't even win it. Glenn Butler, but Bailey 2, Blake 3, Eason 5. Robbed. Absolutely robbed. If I remember correctly, 4 hidden development players. We had Foles, who has star development, 78. Mac Jones is up to a 90. We will be keeping him around. Eason with superstar. Blake with star. Bethel with star. I mean, this is great. All right, so we need to worry. Even Clinton's up to an 80. Our defense is actually set, right? I mean, maybe another middle linebacker. Bentley must be 28, 29. I mean, but that's, where do we have to worry about? Running back? Running back? I really don't know. The Chiefs dominated the Panthers 52-27. Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP. All right, we got to get over that hump. We just need to make the playoffs, then we go from there. Barmore's coming back. Jones is coming back. Duggar, maybe. Stevenson, probably not, unfortunately. I love Stevenson too. That's a very, very cheap deal compared to what Damian Harris wanted. And the reason for me doing that, even though I'm like, oh, don't bring back running backs, Duggar, is because Stevenson performed way better since Harris went out the door. Duggar, I'm not too concerned about. I don't think Mac Jones deserves like the $40 million a year type deal, but we'll make that offer to him. And then Barmore, of course, you're gonna bring you back for 5 years. I believe we're 4 years into this, so 16 more to go. What does that leave us with money? Yeah, Duggar can go, unfortunately. There's always potential that we could pick him back up in free agency. Joe Mixon's on the board. I just have to see. Because never mind. I was going to say, if that's cheap enough, I'll definitely make the move. Nick Bolton, that doesn't make sense for what we have on our team. Trey Smith is up there. Our offensive line's pretty set, right? Yeah. Javon Holland. Now, we do need another safety, but we need a strong safety. Bakhtiari, Orlando Brown, ETN. What's ETN's contract? See, that's so cheap. That's so cheap it'll be done at 30. I gotta. Travis Etienne, steal him away from the Jaguars. Greg Newsome, he's 25. Jamel Dean, Murphy Bunting are getting up there in age. They probably have a year or two left. So why not? Let's try to bring in Greg Newsome, and then we'll cut Jamel Dean or Murphy Bunting. What I do really need, though, is a safety. Oh, there's Duggar. Oh, he's getting all kinds of contract offers, too. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Who's there for strong safety? Let's bring in a veteran. Why not? And then we'll try to pick somebody up in the draft. I think that'll be fun. Maybe fun's the wrong word. That'd be interesting. Oh, Richie Grant's there. But that'll be fine. Is there anything else? Joe Mixon. Oh, man. I wish he wasn't getting crazy contract offers because I would just blow him away. Easily blow him away with an offer. So we can get all these players. It should bring us up 86, 87 overall for a team. Greg Newsome turned us down. That's unfortunate. I wonder if it's like, I know this isn't the reason, but like we can in our head be like, well, he sees they have Murphy Bunting, they have Jamel Dean. He doesn't want to come to the team and just be another guy type situation. That's unfortunate. If we traded with the Bears, we would have the first overall pick. Who could we have taken? Is it going to be another quarterback? No, Devontae Beckham. These draft classes are just atrocious. At pick number 6, you'd think, you're like, oh, there must be all kinds of great players here. Nope. And if you want to take a player, good luck because you're going to know nothing about him. Mike Favors actually might not be that bad, but I have no place to put him. I am going to trade back again. There's a quarterback on the board like we could take in Eric Williams, but why? I don't know why we do that. So I'm going to trade back again. I'm sorry for trading back again, but I looked for some corners. We could probably get a corner with our 16th overall pick. I wanted to do something that made sense for the long-term growth of our team because we are winning a Super Bowl. I can guarantee you that. Let's go with the Packers. Actually, what would the Falcons offer? Let's go with the Falcons. This Mike Favors guy is still on the board at 16. And then we traded back and got a pick in this year's draft. So I'm going to go Mike Favors. Normal development. I understand. I don't know where he's going to play. Maybe we trade Uche away. I don't know. He's kind of getting up there in age. Not really. He's like 27. I'm 32. And I'm like, he's getting up there. But he is getting up there for NFL age. Kinda. Just trying to justify it. Leave me alone. All right. This is the guy I wanted. Yeah. Jonathan Claiborne, strong safety. Normal development. That's all right. I mean, A, kick return, I don't really care about, but B, man, C, play rec, C, zone coverage, fine by me. In the second round, I didn't think this guy was going to be all that great and have hidden development, but Channing Harris, hidden development. Give me some home run hits with these picks. 70 for Favors, 76 for Claiborne, 69 for Harris is all right. Look at the players the computer's drafting. Fifi, left end, 71. Copeland, left outside linebacker, 71. Now we're kind of going the other way. We're leaning away from defense. And we might have to start worrying about, like, the offensive linemen are getting up there in age. Even though they're really not. But they kind of are. One of the offensive linemen the computer took has hidden development. That's interesting. But we added ETN. The offensive line really is pretty young with Bruton, Callaway, Strange. Isaiah Wynn's the oldest one. Our team's very young all around. Harris isn't even really going to be starting, but that's all right. He's kind of a project down the line. Let's give this an auto-align. I just think we're looking good. Claypool will sit behind Poyer for 1 year. I like that. I do think we have a chance of making the playoffs. Sneaking our way in. I had a good feeling. We snuck our way into the playoffs at 9-8. We are tied with the Jets, who traded for all my players last year. Dolphins 13-4 and the Bills 7-10. Now we're playing against the Steelers. They should have Kenny Pickett at quarterback, but of course, nothing about this game makes sense, so maybe not. Mac Jones, 4,200 yards, 34-13. We'll take that. ETN, that's why we brought him in. Look at Stevenson, though. ETN, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns for Stevenson as the backup. Receiving McLaurin, 1,100 yards with 4. Brown, 1,000 with 11. Folds, 864 with 10. Myers with 6. I feel like we're one of those teams that maybe can get hot and go on a little run here. 110 for tackles for Duke Clinton. Sack totals, 13 for Bailey, 10.5 for Barmore, 9.5 for Blake. Eason with 3.5. Interceptions, 5 for Jamel Dean. Wasn't Crisp. Our rookie probably won't even get playing time, right? 9 tackles. No interceptions, though. Can't get really too upset about that. We're 9th in offensive yards. And I feel like our defense, better than that? Yeah. I knew I had a feeling. McCaffrey. At this point, they do have Kenny Pickett, by the way. I need to look at McCaffrey in a second. I just have to. Are we going to be up here? No, Mike Tomlin is. Offensive player, Mahomes. No Mac Jones. Defensive player, TJ Watt. Nothing. Offensive rookie, nothing. Defensive rookie, Fifi, Claiborne. Fifi, I don't know how to say his name. How do I look at a player? There is a place here, I believe, for awards. Yes. Okay. Let's take a look around, shall we? 2022 most valuable player, 2023 most valuable player, 2024 most valuable player. Pretty good. This game, it's a wreck. So Mac Jones is up to a 92. We don't know Banks' development, but he's a 70. On defense, Claiborne's up to a 70 or 78. Harris, we don't know, but he's up to a 72 overall. All right, we're still in tip-top shape. I want to say let's go be disappointed, but let's be hopeful for once. Let's take down the 12-5 Pittsburgh Steelers with Kenny Pickett. Shall we? Okay, I guess we shall. We beat them 31-24. Can we beat the Dolphins? I think we can. I told you we can get hot. We can go on a little run here. Can we do it? Can we beat the 11-6 Indianapolis Colts? I have no clue that we didn't. It's Colts versus Packers. I was going to say I have no clue who their quarterback would be at this point. I do want to take a quick look at it, though. Oh, we lost by 4. That hurts. Who is Scott Cody, Mac Jones? No. Mac Jones. O.J. Howard going off for some reason. That's disappointing. So we've had a new team win the Super Bowl every single year. I believe we have the Packers' first-round pick, by the way. But they beat the Colts 28-23. Traymon Smith, Super Bowl MVP. I'm kind of intrigued who's going to be a free agent. Jabril Peppers with X Factor now. I really do wish. Callaway we're going to bring back for sure. Duke Clinton we're going to bring back for sure. Cole Strange maybe on a 2-year deal. I thought that said Jason Whitlock. I think those 3. That's interesting, but we have Banks. I'm really just, not for 4 years. I was going to say I'm only interested in Peppers just because he has X Factor. Other than that, it's like, I'm all set. I'm really, really all set. So Callaway, who we drafted, I believe, year 1, is an 86 overall. Duke Clinton's he's getting up there in age, but for 3 years, that's not bad. I thought he was going to want 4. And then Cole Strange, I think I'm going to, he only wants 2. All right, have at it. That still leaves us with about $51 million in cap space, and we need a strong safety. We need a running back. We need a tackle. Who is Toby Drew? And welcome to my team. We'll trade away Josh Uche. Doesn't take over the top. I like how the Packers, usually when you win a Super Bowl, you don't like go into free agency and throw money around. But they're like, screw it. We'll throw some cash around. That'd be fun for a year if we put him over to free safety. Interesting. I like that we have Banks. I think we're going to stick with our younger guys for now. Even though I'm kind of, not petrified, it's not the right word, but I'm afraid that we're not, it's like a one and done type deal. You know what I mean? Let's bring in Juan Thornhill. I want to give him 2 years. And then I think we'll save the rest of the money. I think we'll save the rest for draft pick, stuff like that. Because we can add these two. We could trade away Usay, get a draft pick. It's really just good roster management, I guess, the best way to put it. What do we got? I have a feeling he's going to turn us down, but that's besides the point. Yeah. You can just kind of tell. So we have the 9th overall pick and the 29th overall pick. I'm going to take a few looks at these corners, and then I'll let you know who. Oh, never mind. Joshua Vereen. Normal development, that's fine, but these skills look way too good to pass up on, even though play rec's kind of low. But man, press B gives him some flexibility. I knew it. Vereen, 75 overall. Gates is a 70. A running back, 76 overall. Is he hidden development? He is not, but that's a solid backup to have because Stevenson should be gone maybe in 2 years. I think it's in 2 years. So we're heading into the year as an 86 overall team with Mac Jones still a quarterback, 92 overall. Etienne's a 93. McLaurin, 99 overall. A.J. Brown, 93. And then we still have Jacoby Myers. Very surprising, 83 overall. Offensive line is solid, a little weak at right tackle. I'll give you that, but we should be good for now. Then on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, it looks fantastic. Just ignore the middle linebackers, ignore that. But other than that, I think we're good to go. Let's go to the playoffs. So we did not make the playoffs at 9-8. The Jets at 13-4. The Dolphins 12-5. And the lonely old Bills all the way at the bottom at 6-11. Don't you just kind of expect the Bills to be up there? This makes me happy as a Patriots fan. And I kind of, joke around about Bills fans and the Bills teams all the time. But thought they'd be a little bit better than that. Mac Jones, 4,500 yards, 34-7. That's why we paid him the big bucks. Etienne, 1,400 yards with 10 touchdowns. Mac Jones, little wheelin' dealin's got 7. Receiving, McLaurin, 1,400 yards, 5 touchdowns. Brown, 1,000 with 5. Myers, 857 touchdowns. And look at the tight end. Addison Foles, 11 touchdowns. Pretty glad the computer drafted him. Not going to lie. On defense, Clinton, 116. I believe I took him, year 1, I believe it was. Sack totals, 6.5 for Eason, 6 for Blake, 5 for Barmore. Interceptions, 4 for Jamel Dean, 2 for Thornhill, then a few ones. So I think we're in pretty good shape. 13th offensive yards, don't make the playoffs. Defense has to be trash. 7th. Oh boy, Madden's back. Joe Burrow went to the Jets. Great. Should have picked him up. We're at number 2 with Mac Jones. That's so disappointing. Desmond Ritter's up there. All the usual suspects other than Sam Darnold. Coach of the year, Cliff Kingsbury. Interesting. Hey, we're up there at 10. AFC offensive player, of course, is going to be Burrow. We're at number 2 again. I thought maybe ETN would be up there. Defensive player, Josh Allen and Marcus Davenport. Interesting. Offensive rookie, Humphrey at 2. Wilson at 4. Defensive rookie, nothing. So Mac Jones up to a 95 with the morale boost of 1. So he's really a 94. ETN 94. AJ Brown 94. Myers up to an 83. Offensive line is golden. It's really a shame we're not going to do anything with this team. So we have to worry middle linebackers. It seems Thornhill is going to be gone, but we have Andrews as the backup. I believe that's the guy I just drafted. I'm recording this on a different day. It is not. Who did I just... Was it Claiborne I just drafted then? No. Why am I losing my mind? The Indianapolis Colts beat the Falcons 28-25. Add it to the list, a one-time winner in this rebuild. And yes, I completely understand the Colts have won a Super Bowl. I just met in this one rebuild. Every team that's won has only won it once in this rebuild. You usually get multiple-time winners. So McLaurin, I think we are going to bring him back. Murphy, Bunting, probably not. Bruton, definitely. Myers, no. Eason, yes. Not much up here, which also has me very worried that we're probably not going to have any money. Or we have a lot of money. But I mean, we could pick up Al Eason, very cheap 5-year deal. We could probably trade him away before his final year of his deal. Ben Burton, same thing. I'm going to go 6 years. He's going to be what, high 90s by the end of this. Kind of surprised he hasn't got up to superstar. And then if we're losing Jacoby Myers, 5 years at 30 years old. Maybe not. Murphy Bunting, though, we'll bring him back. Increase the money. We'll let Myers, we'll let McLaurin walk out the door, but we'll still have A.J. Brown. So we need middle linebackers. We need receivers. The Buccaneers are going to throw big money at Terry McLaurin. I don't think we're going to do that. Kenny Clark. It's going to be all old guys, right? Reggie Holloman. I wish we didn't have Barmore, who's a year older, but X Factor scheme fit is a little tempting. X Factor running back. Once again, doesn't make a ton of sense, but is very, very intriguing. Ooh, Chenault. He's a scheme fit. Rams and the Bucks are going for him. I don't think that's going to make a ton of sense for our team. Waller, we have Usay, which we could get rid of him. Maybe a year early rather than a year late. You know what? Let's throw 5 years at him. Very cheap offer. I don't even know. What did we pay? It seems like our right outside linebacker is making more than that already. Garrett Wilson. Interesting. Hunter Renfrow, a little bit too old. Drake London. Kazim Abikman. Who? Diami Brown. Doesn't really make sense. Tyler Jones. You know what? Make him a 4-year offer. 25 years old. 83 overall. Not many scheme fits up here unless we go Jamie Machado. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're good. Let's advance. Waller and Jones are on the team. I love it. Now let's put Uche on the trade block. Usay, however you say it. Put him on the trade block. Do you know how much I hate to look at the draft classes? It's just offensive linemen, running backs. There's a quarterback, which is fine. It's just a lot of nothing. Like Colin Dillon, round 1 to 2. D pursuit, like hard pass. I don't know. Was there any trade offers? I hate that it jumps around like that. We do. I don't think we'd get 2 1-1s at this point. We are in year 2027, so that's just the pick next year with the Bills. Hard pass. First thing I want to look at is there any 2 1-1s or 1 1-1s? And there is not. Lovely, but every team wants our pick apparently. Okay, so we're definitely going to get a 2028 pick. Let's go. No. I don't want to trade in division. There's too many offers. I don't know if I've ever said that before. There's just so much to look at. That's 2027, 2028. Trade it to the Raiders. With our first second-round pick, I took middle linebacker Jamie Breen or Brine. I don't know how you want to say that. Normal development. B play rec's not bad. B hit power. C man, I mean, it's a second-round pick. Wow, is this draft class bad? 63 overall is the middle linebacker. Then I took a safety 64. I guess Blades is all right. He's never really going to play, though. Bryan 72. We just won't talk about this one. Just move right along. So this offense actually looks really solid. The offensive line's coming along great. I imagine he's 29. We do have somebody we can slide in for him in Banks if we want to, or Hitchens. So I just want to put him on the trade block and see what the offers are going to look like. Other than that, we're good on offense. And then we're going to put, there he is, put him on the trade block and probably take anything we can get. What about, I hate the idea of trading Barmore. But at 26, I know he's a 73 overall. That's not the right guy I want to put on the trade block. Barmore is. And did you see Jamal Dean? X Factor? Why? I mean, I'll take it, but why? Is that Chris Harris? I was going to say, didn't think he'd still be playing. What is it, 7 years in the future? Let's see what these bad boys look like. So far, I'm not impressed. The second-round pick for Barmore, I'd rather just stick with them. I was hoping maybe for Barmore there'd be a first-round pick. I think for Onwenu, or Enwenu, I don't know how you want to say his name. There should probably be a first-round pick. 96 overall. I'll take 3 and a 6 from the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles. I could talk. And then let's see the final offer. There has to be a first-round pick here. A few seconds. We'll ride it out. 2 and 15 with an 86 overall team? That's so insulting. And our division's playing awful. If it was last year and we go 2 and 15, fine. But how do we go 2 and 15 when the Dolphins go 9 and 8, the Bills and the Jets with Joe Burrow, by the way, go 6 and 11? Nothing about that makes sense. But I guess sometimes you can have a down year. We could pretend there was an injury even though there wasn't. Why? Just because we lost Terry McLaurin? That's messed up. ETN 1100 with 6, Humphrey with 6. Tyler Jones, guy we just picked up, 788, 2 touchdowns. Brown 756 with 6. Folds a little bit of a drop-off, 5 touchdowns. Aldridge with 3. Wilson with 4. On defense, Clinton leading the team again, 123. Dean, 103. I see 10 sacks for Jeff Blake. Love it, love it, love it. I believe it's his contract year. We'll just ignore that. Interceptions, 4 for Murphy Bunting. Glad we brought him back. 2 for Claymore, 2 for Harris. Few ones. Patrick Mahomes with the MVP. Big surprise. The Chiefs won 12-5. The Steelers 15-2. Yeah, sure they did. Nothing from our team. Coach of the year, of course not. Mahomes, offensive player. Mac Jones doesn't have any business being up there. Defensive player, TJ Watt. Some things never change. No Patriots. Offensive rookie, we have Blades, the receiver, I believe that is. Defensive rookie, nothing. We have our first 2-time Super Bowl champion in this video. The Chiefs beating the Panthers 28-24. L'Jarius Sneed, Super Bowl MVP. So A.J. Brown's a free agent. I imagine he's going to want 5 years. He only wants 2. Now, I know he didn't bring back McLaurin for 5 years, but 2 years seems way more manageable. By the end of his contract, he'll be in the low 80s. I actually like that. I'm going to increase the money a little bit. We have $130 million in cap space, apparently. Okay, you're not going anywhere. How about the franchise tag for $24 million? Woe is me. Murphy Bunting, yeah, probably not. Blake will bring back. I mean, he'll be 31 at the end of his contract. I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. We're going to have turnover at corner, unfortunately. Let's worry about Bailey, Folds, Eason, Strange, no. Gilmore, no. Bethel, that's the defensive tackle. I don't think that makes sense either. The only thing that's kind of like cheesy about these is we could give 5-year deals, which I guess happens in real life at the same time. But I don't think many teams re-sign these amount of like good amount of players. Maybe they're not like superstars, but they're good. Like an 85 overall tight end, that would be what, Hunter Henry? He got major money. Major money. Eason, who came out of nowhere, remember? And he's coming back. Cole Strange, no. Yeah, I think we're good. Unless I want to bring back Jamel Dean just because we have all kinds of money. I'm going to throw at him 11.5. All right. And that's it. So we have $71 million. There's probably going to be a bunch of old guys. There's an old guy. There's an old guy. There's an old guy. Not an old guy. Interesting. I almost want to bring him in even though we have solid backups and then move on from our left guard. Oh, McKee, 25 years old. We do not have a solid right tackle. And apparently he's going to be free. I'm a big fan of free players. That sounds bad now that I think about it. But I like players who are cheap. Let's say the word cheap. Cheap is better. 125. All right, that's good. Punter, I'll let them worry about. Christian Kirk. There's really nothing that I want on my team that like I'm dying to get. Like we need a corner. No, why are the Bucks always bringing people in? Greedy Williams. Am I bringing back Murphy Bunting just because? I guess at $4 million, not even $4 million, I can't really complain. Taylor, McClough. Our middle linebackers are just awful at the moment. And you know in the draft there's not going to be anything. So let's go Channing Tindall, or Tyndall, however you want to say it. 2 years. Won't be that bad. I think that's it. Unless I want to look at receiver again. Mike Evans is up there. Braxton Cox. I think we're good. And we got all 3. Perfect. Oh, I am so stupid. I thought we had the 17th overall pick, but we also had the 1st overall pick. I am so dumb. How do I even look at that? It used to be easy. I'm going to figure it out. Mama, I made it. Patriots make right end Casey Peterson #1 pick. All right, Ohio State. And just to make everything right, let's get a corner, which I might have wanted to take at #1 if there was a corner there, but Rashawn Henderson, who does have hidden development. His skills weren't great. I saw D catching and C play rec, but B press, B hit power, B tackle, and it's not going to show me his physicals, of course, but he was #1 in the 4th. In the 2nd round, left tackle, Jeff Green, hidden development, 88 strength. His pass block finesse is not great, but everything else, perfect. Now, I imagine the right end, Peterson, 76 overall, which is fantastic. Has to be hidden development. Good. I mean, we have what? We have Eason, I believe one of our ends are. I'm going to have to maybe make a move, even though I think I just brought both of them back. I totally forgot that we picked up McKee. So I think what we're going to have to do is trade this guy away on Manu. Then I wanted to add to trade block. And then I think maybe Callaway, who I think he's like 28, 27. That might be a year too early, but I'm going to add both of them to the trade block and then go from there. Other than that, on our team, we're pretty set. I move Vereen the corner to free safety because we're lacking there. But other than that, like once Dean is gone, once Murphy Bunting's gone, we'll have Harris step up, Henderson step up, and maybe put Vereen back down. And then I'm going to put Issa on the trade block at the same time. Only 2 trade offers. So Callaway, so nobody even wants Eason. I know he's 28 years old. We just gave him a contract. I mean, Callaway for a second-round pick doesn't make a ton of sense until we look at our left guard, Onwenu. What we got? A 2 from the Panthers is pretty tempting. All right, let's take the 2 from the Panthers. 2, 5, and a 7 to be fair. So we ended the season at 8-9, which is the first time that's happened. Wow. Jets 12-5 with Joe Burrow. Dolphins 9-8. The Bills 7-10. I was going to say it might be time for Mac Jones to go because 3,900 yards is not great, but 32-9, I can't ask for much better than that. Maybe the completion rating we can get up there, but we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. Etienne, 1,400 yards with 10 touchdowns. Humphrey with 12. So our running backs are doing their job. Brown, 1,000 with 7. Jones, 900 with 8. Blade, 700 with 8. Folds with 6. Love it. On defense, oh, look at that. 130 tackles for the new guy. I like that a lot. Clinton, though, not great. Sack totals, 8.5 for Eason. Just when I wanted to trade him away. Blake with 5. Barmore, 5. Tyndall, 3. Where is 15 tackles, huh? Pretty good. 2 interceptions for Tyndall, Claiborne, Murphy Bunting, Vereen, the guy we just moved to free safety. Mahomes back-to-back. Taylor 2. Traymon Smith at 3. Nothing. I mean, Josh Allen still on the Bills. Matt Corral still on the Panthers. Actually, was that was Trey Lance still on the 49ers? Coach of the Year, Cliff Kingsbury. I believe that was back-to-back, if I remember correctly. No, maybe not. Maybe he won it 2 years ago. Something like that. AFC offensive player is Mahomes. Nothing. Jordan Love on the Bengals. That's interesting. Kenny Pickett still on the Steelers. Defensive player. Don't know who that is. Nothing. Is that Trayvon Walker? Hold up. Interesting. Offensive rookie, Kilgore. Nothing. Defensive rookie, Peterson, who didn't do anything, so who knows why he's up there. So we had a left tackle, who I believe was Green, so he has star development. And then we had our corner and our end, Peterson, who the computer drafted with X Factor. Henderson with star. All right, we have to find a way to get rid of Eason, even if we just have to cut him. Wouldn't be a huge deal. We have to worry about corners. I guess not, actually. Because like I said before, we have Dean, we have Murphy Bunting, and they're going to be gone. We'll have Harris, we'll have Henderson. We can move Vereen down if we want to. So maybe quarterback? Will you look at that? The Jets with good old Joe Burrow, Super Bowl MVP himself, beating the Buccaneers 34-31. You gotta love to see it. I don't think Mac Jones will be up quite yet. Etienne, we're going to let him go. A.J. Brown can go at this point. Dean, we're going to have a lot of turnover. Clinton's gone. Murphy Bunting's gone. Claiborne can come back. Harris. Copeland, we don't really need. We have Blake and Waller. No. Banks will bring back for sure. Favors, no. Lutz, no. We are going to have so much money for free agency, but almost at the same time, do we plan to the future already? Is it that drastic? I don't think so. Maybe we bring in a few veterans, try to get one last hurrah out of Mac Jones, or maybe the first hurrah, however you want to look at it, because things aren't looking pretty. We're really going to look in the draft. Probably should have done that when we were 2-15, but I am very, very, very stupid. So we have $91.7 million. Quentin Nelson's still in the league. Patrick Queen would be a lot of fun, but not at 30 years old. You have to pay him a lot of money. I don't think that makes a ton of sense. I don't think, we don't need a ton, which is unfortunate. It's really just Mac Jones not getting the job done. Or maybe the Jets picking up Joe Burrow. I hate blaming that kind of stuff, though. I'd rather look anywhere else. Kenny Pickett. I mean, Mac Jones is a 95 overall. I'm like, hey, let's find another quarterback. That'd be a great idea. There's nothing up here. Nothing. I'm bringing in Stephon Diggs for a mega deal. 1-year deal, X Factor, 21.8. 235 for points. I've never seen it go that high. Russell Foster. That'd be interesting, but I don't think we're going to do that. Do I go Isaiah Simmons? 2-year deal, very, very cheap. He'll be low 80s by the end of the contract. That'll be fine. I think that's it, unfortunately, because we're going to bring in a receiver. We didn't really lose anybody on the offensive line. We're fine on the ends. Defensive tackle's fine. Blake's up to X factor. We're getting a middle linebacker. We're going to get a corner. Free safety we could use. Maybe we go Taylor Rapp for a year. Yeah, I like that. And I believe that's everybody. Denzel Ward, Taylor Rapp, Stephon Diggs, Isaiah Simmons. So we have the 16th overall pick. There's really not much we need for our team unless we want to just get younger and plan for the future. But I think the best way to do that is to first see if there's 2 first-round picks. I doubt... Oh, okay. Never mind. That's this year and next year, right? It definitely is. Take that offer. I know we don't get anything else on top, but why do I care about trading back from 16 to 25? And what are they going to take with that? A corner. Okay, maybe we could have used that. Maybe. I'll give you that. But I'll get over it. I promise you I'll get over it. Let's see what's going to be left on the board at 25. I actually wouldn't mind a decent quarterback, but of course, nothing to be found. And I don't really want to, I'm so good at drafting offensive linemen that I don't want to do it. That guy's just not going to be good. So I'm going to take a quick look around. I'm telling you right now, I know it's an offensive lineman. Jack Hicks, first in the bench press. That's all I really worry about. Oh, really? I would have bet all my money that would have been hidden development, but still a solid pick. Not a bad draft. Hicks 71, plus we got the first round pick. Green 73, Bird 71. Even a 68 to 69. 57, we won't talk about that one, but pretty solid all around. I really do think this is going to be our year. We're going to make the playoffs easily. I'm calling that right now. 88 overall team. I mean, there's no excuse unless it's just the running back. And I know we've talked about this plenty of times. It could be that. But I mean, there's so much talent around this team. The only thing I really want to do is I'm unfortunately going to cut him. Hopefully that's not a big hit. $2 million, not too beat up about that because we have Peterson as the backup X factor. I think we're good. Let's go to the playoffs and we'll be in there. As usual, my predictions were right. We went 5-12, tied with the Dolphins, the 92 overall team, keeping the realism alive. If injuries, like I say this all the time, if injuries weren't turned off, I'd get it. I mean, we're moving on from Mac Jones. Mac Jones gone, out the door. Humphrey 1,000 with 9. There's no excuse. Jones 1,000 with 7. Foles 1,000 with 3. Luckily, we do have a first-round pick, so if we don't have the first overall pick, we could trade up and get a quarterback. Diggs has 7. Blades with 5. I just can't believe it. Simmons, 103 tackles, 102 for Waller. Sack totals, 11 for Bailey, 10 for Peterson, 7.5 for Barmore, who I imagine is going to be gone very soon. 4 interceptions for Simmons. Burrow leading the Jets. We could have had him. We really could have, but we're just going to have to get past that. Nothing else too crazy up there other than Lamar Jackson. I'm just kidding. Coach of the year, Arthur Smith. AFC offensive player, Joe Burrow. Yep. Oh, look at that. Sam Darnold leading the Ravens, and we're going 5-12. TJ Watt, defensive player, makes a ton of sense. Offensive rookie, Griffin at 3. Defensive rookie, Bird at 7. I'd like it on the record, by the way. That is the 3rd time we've gone 5-12 in this rebuild. And that is the Vikings' 2nd time winning a Super Bowl, beating the Chargers 35-21. Martin Newhouse, rather. Super Bowl MVP. We have $144 million. Mac Jones, I'm going to franchise tag him and then trade him away. I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, people would want him on the team. Other than that, I guess I'll bring back Joe Hitchens. And I probably should bring back Christian Barmore, if I'm being totally honest with myself. I mean, this is a very cheap offer for a 79 overall player. I understand he has 3 morale boosts, but we'll overlook that. I like Barmore a lot. I really do. And we have so much money that I don't think it's a big deal. Okay. Looks like he won't be on our team because I'm not letting Mac Jones get out the door. Have all the money, which means I'm not going to be able to trade him away. Yeah, that might not have been a great idea. And you know what? We might not find a quarterback in the draft. So, yeah, I'm not happy I just did that. But at the same time, we'll get over it. We're left with $74 million. We just lost what? Stephon Diggs. We lost Denzel Ward. We could use a quarterback. Not even though scheme fit Mitchell Clifford. Does he have any offers? He does from the Rams. I think I'm going to leave that up to the draft, unfortunately. Bailey is a 90 overall, 28 years old. So I think Demarius Conrad, I'm actually going to make an offer for, and then we'll trade Bailey away. I know he's one of our original guys that we drafted, but I mean, I just think that'd be smart for our team. We do have to bring in another corner. I'm going to throw another big-time contract out there for 1 year. Kind of Darrelle Revis-like. Other than that, I mean, we could load up, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather save our money and worry about the draft. There isn't a quarterback on the right side, so we're going to have to take a look. I actually want to take a look at a mock draft. I do like that if there's a starter at the position, they turn you down. That's the only thing that really makes sense why he turned us down there. So Conrad gone, but we did get Snead on the team. But let's take a look at a mock draft. I mean, we have to take a quarterback. We have the 3rd overall pick, Jonathan Stockton. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's going to be on my team. I can promise you that. Who has the 1st overall pick? The Lions? Yeah, we're going to trade up. So I traded my 2 first-round picks and a 5th-round pick to trade up 2 slots and get the Lions' 1st overall pick. I almost accidentally hit simulate pick. That would have been really bad. Let's take Jonathan Stockton. It has to be a home run hit. Hidden development, 94 throw power. Don't know his overall yet, of course, but I think that has to be great. And we have 2 second-round picks. In the 2nd round, left tackle, Peter Franklin with the hidden development, 89 strength. So this is great. Stockton, 75 overall. We have Franklin, 71 overall. Really just a solid draft all around. Like I said, Mac Jones is going to be gone. I'm hoping for a 1st-round pick. I'm not going to get too greedy about it. I'd rather send him out of the conference if we can, so let's send him to Dallas. I think that'll be an all right trade. And then I put Callaway, the left guard, on the trade block because we're so just deep with offensive linemen. And he's 29 years old. He's up there. He's a 97 overall. Or 94? I thought he was 97. Could have sworn he was 97. Let's go. I saw a 2 and a 5. Oh, yeah, 2 and a 5. Even though they just were in the Super Bowl. That might not have been the best idea. I just don't understand it. We're 8-9 again. I get Joe Burrow's on the Jets. I get it. But we should be doing way better. Jets 10-7, Bills 9-8, Dolphins 8-9, and we're 8-9. We can chalk this one up till we have a rookie quarterback. I hope. Please don't have great stats. Isn't that a weird thing to say? Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. I mean, for first year, 3,800 yards, 21-9 with not great receivers is not that bad. Humphreys, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, 8 for Bryant. Jones, 983 with 6, 3 for Blades. 7 for Foles, the best guy we have so far. How did that happen? On defense, that's blocking. On defense, Isaiah Simmons, 123. 20.5 sacks for the guy that I wanted to trade away. I love that. 12 for Peterson. Interceptions, 3 for Snead, 2 for Simmons, 2 for Bird, and then a few ones. Lamar Jackson, MVP, 99 overall still. I believe he's in his 30s, but okay. Anything else from our team is no Mac Jones. That makes me feel a little bit better. Coach of the Year, Arthur Smith. AFC Offensive Player, Jordan Love on the Bengals still. Kenny Pickett in Tennessee. Oh no, Bailey number 2. As I say, Bailey should be up here. Offensive rookie, Stockton, of course, the rookie quarterback. Defensive rookie, yeah. My only hope is that Stockton's like superstar. And I know that's not going to be it. He's going to be star development. That's almost take it to the bank guarantee. Because I just don't get, all right. You got me convinced now. Maybe we could start moving in the right direction, even though I feel like we're going to have a lot of free agents real soon. The Falcons with Lamar Jackson just won the Super Bowl 28-14, and Jeff Okudah, Super Bowl MVP. Now, we have a rookie quarterback, so we have $145 million in cap space. We knew Snead, we knew Barmore were going to be free agents. Tyler Jones is going to be gone. Blades is going to be gone. I think what we're going to focus on in this draft, unless we take another quarterback, which I'm not going to do, is receiver. I think we have to. We really don't have a ton of talent on this team, unfortunately. Jones is going to want like 5 years, 3 years. You know, because we have the money, I'll bring him back. I think the same thing for Barmore and same thing for Snead. I have the money, we'll bring him back. Really. Okay, we'll have a franchise tag. We won, what, 8-9? I don't know. I don't know. We should be doing way better than this. $102 million. And Jonathan Taylor's on the board. You know, just for science. You know what? I'll go 2 years for science. And we're going to throw so much money at him that it's impossible for him to say no. But just for science. Remember that part of it. It's just for science. Callaway, we traded him just in time. There's a Bell X-Factor quarterback. I don't think that makes a ton of sense. And there's like there's DK Metcalf, but that's not really an answer long term. Mike Porter, I suppose, could be. I almost want to go Metcalf for 1 year. That's not more than the Bears. Well, let me tell you something. I have infinite money. Infinite money. And then if Metcalf wants 3 years, I'm going 1 year, but you're going to get like $35 million. Apparently, I can't do that. Apparently, I still can't do that. What about now? Good. We got all three of them. Love it. So we have the 10th overall pick. There is this receiver, Braylon Burnett, who runs a 4.32. His skills aren't that bad. You don't really know much about his catching other than catching traffic, spectacular catch. Don't really know his route running. I don't love it, but I did say I wanted to take a receiver, so we're going to go Burnett in probably the biggest reach of all time. Does have hidden development. That makes me feel a little bit better. I'm just the best to take an offensive lineman. Second round, Anthony Peak, left tackle, hidden development. And with our other second round pick, outside linebacker Jalen McGee, hidden development, just rattling them up. So Burnett, 76 overall. I can't believe I almost passed up on him. That's fantastic. Peak 69, McGee 72. I like our picks. I really don't know what to do about this offensive line. The answer is probably to stop drafting offensive linemen, but I just rattle off good player after good player after good player, and it doesn't really go anywhere, unfortunately. I think this is probably our best chance because Stockton has Taylor, he has Metcalf. He's 5 deeper receiver. Burnett's our rookie number 5 guy. And then on defense, same thing. New year, I guess. We should walk into the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about. All it took was an X-Factor running back, an X-Factor receiver, 5 deeper receiver, a beastly offensive line, and a beastly defense. That's all it took to go 14-3 first round bye. I love seeing that. Now I'm really hoping Stockton, come on. I don't like this even a little bit. Even a little bit. 4,000 yards, 32 and 15. That's not great. Taylor, 1,800 yards, 13 touchdowns. It's almost like what we all knew. If you have an X-Factor running back, you get the job done. Folds 1,000 with 7. Porter with 9. Metcalf with 7. Jones with 5. Burnett a touchdown on 6 catches. Not that bad. Woods, 93 tackles. That's not good. 16.5 sacks for Blake. 14 for Peterson. Where's the rookie we just drafted? His name was McGee. 7 tackles. 3 interceptions for Snead and Claiborne. Lamar back-to-back MVPs, and he did just win a Super Bowl. Davis, Mahomes, Dixon. Our guy's not up there, but Mac Jones in the top 10 once he's on my team. Hey, Coach of the Year, first time. Offensive player, we have Jonathan Taylor at 5. Defensive player, Karlaftis is just going off. We have Blake at 4. We have Peterson at 10. Offensive rookie, Burnett, 5. I don't really know why. Defensive rookie, Best at 3. That's it, but not too upset about that. So what do we have? Hidden development, outside linebacker, left tackle. Burnett, we don't know, but he's up to an 81, technically an 80 overall. I think Peak can't be the one I just drafted. But maybe he was. I draft so many of them, they're just in and out. McGee, we don't know as well. We have Crockett as the backup with Superstar. It's crazy what we have on our team. So we're playing the 9-8 Las Vegas Raiders. There's a blizzard. I know that's not really going to matter in simulation, but we should beat this team. Yes, there we go. Another blizzard. You'll love to see it to make the Super Bowl. 11-6 Tennessee Titans versus the 14-3 Pats. And we lost. 35-14. Who's the quarterback? Kenny Pickett. Stockton, you're awful. I really might trade him already. 2 touchdowns for Taylor. Rondell Moore, 141 with a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Beasley. Man, I mean, a superstar development quarterback I'm ready to move on from after 2 years. We just went 14-3 with him, but it's not because of him. So we lost to the champs who beat the Buccaneers 24-10. Lamar McGee, Super Bowl MVP. So Casey Peterson's definitely coming back. I think DK Metcalf might be coming back. Waller we're going to let go. Barmore at this point we should almost let go. I don't think I will. It's one of those players I'm just going to hold on to for this whole 20 years. If he'll play till, what does that be, 9 more years? At 42, if he wants to play, he's got a spot on this team. That's not ridiculous at all. All right, let's increase the money a little bit for Jeff Green, who I believe is just a backup at the moment. Justin Crockett we're going to keep since we're letting Waller walk out the door. I mean, talk about a discount. That's probably why we have infinite money. And then anybody else down here, I'm not really worried about the kicker. So just Barmore, DK Metcalf, and of course, Casey Peterson, who really, I think, wasn't he like a, oh no, that's the guy the computer drafted. It's been a day or two since I last recorded this. And I believe, yeah, I think that's what it was. Let's bring back Metcalf for 2. Yeah, you don't? Because I feel like you're going to get franchise tagged. Something's telling me. Yeah, I'm going to keep Barmore until he retires, I think. Good. Metcalf, have your $30 million probably. 32.3. I'm going to do it. Even though we just gave one player $32 million for 1 year, we have 33.3 left over. We didn't really lose a ton. Mac Jones, was he superstar in our team? I don't think he was. I really don't think he was. I think, unless we want to go Evan Gordon just because Snead's going to be gone eventually, I'll increase him to 5 years. We'll increase the money, and that'll keep us to $20 million for the draft class. And honestly, he might not even take that offer. I wouldn't be too bent out of shape if he doesn't. Yeah, he turned it down. I had a feeling. So we have the 30th overall pick. Strong safety, Kavlon. Kavlon's probably the name. Russell. Normal development, huh? I don't really get it. He's a 79 overall, but isn't hidden development. It's just, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm giving Stockton one final year. And I know we just made it to the conference championship, so that probably sounds crazy, but he's awful. I could just tell. By the way, Burnett, superstar development, who we drafted last year. And then it was McGee, star development, but still, I mean, can't be that too beat up about it. We're 89 overall. We just went 14-3 playoffs. So we went 13-4 as a 90 overall team. Can't look at the standings, but we did win our division. Let's take a quicker look at it, though. Or I couldn't see the standings from that screen. Why would the game work? Dolphins 8-9, Bills 7-10, the Jets 6-11. I hate that I hate Stockton because now we're doing well, but I do think it's because of Jonathan Taylor, DK Metcalf, even though we are going to move on. I mean, the yards aren't good, but the touchdown interception ratio is great. 66% completion. We'll take that. 10 touchdowns, 1,700 yards for Taylor. Obviously, we'll take that. Metcalf, 850. I mean, what are you doing? I just paid you $33 million for 2 touchdowns. There's 8 for Porter, 8 for Foles, 8 for Jones. Burnett, time to step up, buddy. Snead 110, Woods 102. I see 18.5 sacks for Blake, 14 for Peterson and Bailey. So what is that, 28, 46 and a half sacks between 3 people? Interceptions, 4 for Henderson, 2 for Russell, Snead, Claiborne, and a few ones. I mean, that's not a great sign. The defense has to be number 1. How? I know our division's probably bad. Lamar MVP, I believe, again. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's again. Nothing up there from our team. Arthur Smith is going to beat us out, unfortunately. Offensive player, nothing. Mac Jones on the Texans. Jeff Blake, defensive player of the year. Peterson at 4. Is he really not up here? Bailey's not up here. All right. Offensive rookie, nothing. Defensive rookie, Russell at 2. Now, we didn't draft any hidden development players, so I'm not really expecting much here, but Stockton's up to a 95. If we don't win the Super Bowl, we could probably flip him for at least 1 first-round pick. I'd probably do a manual trade at that point. Russell's an 82. How old is Claiborne? Okay, so Claiborne's going to be gone if he's not a free agent at the end of this year. We're going to trade him away. I do think we're probably going to be one and done against the Ravens, who last time, wasn't it Baker Mayfield, or am I wrong? It's probably not Baker Mayfield anymore. We lost by 3. So it's not Baker Mayfield. It's Ray Goddard with a touchdown. I mean, Stockton, just get out of my sight. The Vikings on quite the run in this video. This is their 3rd Super Bowl, beating the Broncos 28-10. Devontae Johnson, Super Bowl MVP. So I believe we have $154 million. The game keeps losing connection because it's well made. We're bringing back Jonathan Taylor. We're bringing back Jeff Blake. We're probably bringing back Bailey, if I'm being honest. Bruton can go. Foles can go. Metcalf can go. Bird can absolutely not go. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, we have 150 or 149 million left after bringing in a player. Channing Harris can go. Jack Hicks is going to be so cheap that I'm going to bring him back. I mean, 5.4 for 4 years for an 80 overall player. I'll take that any day of the week. Ben Green. The only reason to bring back Ben Green is if we let Bailey go, and I just don't think I'm going to do that. I don't really think we're in the situation where we can do that, if that makes sense. Let's go 5 years for Devon Woods. Devin Woods? Devon. And then really, it's just the big names. Jonathan Taylor, another guy where I think I'm just going to try to bring him back until he's just run him into the dirt, you know? Jeff Blake, didn't he just win Defensive Player of the Year? I know it's a lot of money, but we have a lot of money, and we're... Okay, well, you're going to get franchise tagged. And we're about to trade our star quarterback, in case anybody's wondering. Thank you. So Christian Barmore just retired at, I believe, 34 years old. So that does hurt. I'm going to miss him, but we'll get past it. Justin Jefferson, that'd be a lot of fun. Chase Young, we don't need that. Bosa, Trey Smith, Joe Burrow. You know what? We're doing it. I don't know if we're going to find a quarterback in the draft. We're going to have a pretty low pick. What? I can't pay my quarterback $40 million. EA, people make more money than this. That barely puts me in the lead. I'll give him 2 years if that'll let me do more money. This is crazy. Is it? I should probably read it next time it says that. Our funds are negative $295 million. It's very realistic. I don't see anything else that really makes sense for this team. We could go Jefferson, but we have Porter, Jones, Burnett. Yeah, I think we're good. And Joe Burrow is now our quarterback. I did put Stockton on the trade block. There's no offers as of yet. So I think we're going to manually trade him for 2 first-round picks. I'm trading Stockton to the Titans for 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. And they just won the Super Bowl, I think it's 2 years ago. So with the 7th overall pick, we're actually going to take a receiver for Joe Burrow and George Jenkins with A deep route. He does have hidden development, 92 speed. He has B spin move, B injury, A deep route, A ball carrier vision. You don't really know anything else about a receiver when you draft him, you know? With our other first round pick, I took a running back in Amani Ridley with hidden development. We know that Jonathan Taylor is going to be on this team long term. Might be gone after this season for all we know. He could retire. Look at that. Jenkins 75, Ridley 77, and ignore the rest other than Spittle 72. I totally forgot that we had Javonte Humphrey on our team, the backup running back, and now that we drafted Ridley, what? I was going to say, now that we drafted Ridley, we don't need Humphrey. But apparently the trade offers are there, but they're not really there, you know? And now it's not going to, this game. I need to get rid of Humphrey now that this trades. Let's take, what's the highest third round pick? 68 from the Chargers, who took, what, Callaway a few years ago? So we're an 84 overall team. We should be good to go. We really should be. I don't know if it's going to go that way because our offensive line's great. We have weapons for Joe Burrow, who is a Super Bowl champion. Didn't the Jets win one in this video? I'm trying to pull out my notes really quickly. They for sure did, and that was definitely with Joe Burrow. And we have the defense to back him up. So you better get the job done. Really? 11-6 is good enough for a first-round bye? I never thought I'd see that. How close were the other people? Other teams? Other organizations? Let's go AFC. So the Bengals tied with us. The Broncos tied with us. Kind of surprising. You usually expect like the 12 and, what would that be? 12-5? 12-5 team, 13-4 team, something like that actually have the first-round bye. But we did just enough. Burrow, 4,100 yards, 32-10, 69% completion. Way better than Stockton. Taylor, 1,800 yards with 13 touchdowns. 7 for Ridley as a backup and a rookie. Porter, 985 with 9. Jones with 5. Stewart, 7. Burnett, 7. On defense, Blake, 116. Ooh, Blake, what happened? You were just Defensive Player of the Year. 3 interceptions for Cowan. Henderson, 2 for Snead. Is that Lamar Jackson's 3rd straight MVP? I'm going to look into that. I know we looked at McCaffrey earlier on in this video. We're going to check that out in 1 second. Is Stockton up here? Good. He's not. Coach of the Year, Mike Tomlin on the Eagles. Interesting. We're at number 6. AFC Offensive Player is Foster. Jonathan Taylor's up there. Mac Jones is up there. This is Joe Burrow. Did Stockton go to a different team? He did not. We don't know. Defensive player, Glenn Butler. We have Peterson. We have Blake, 8 and 9. I don't understand why they give no credit to Bailey. Offensive rookies are running back. We have Quigley at 7. We have Jenkins at 10. And defensive rookie, I don't know. So Ridley as star. He's an 81 overall. Jenkins is up to a 70, I guess 79 overall. He has 1 morale boost, but he also has 1 XP boost. Offensive line is solid. Taylor has 8 XP. On defense, I don't think we drafted anybody on defense that really matters. Stockton laid an egg in every playoff game, basically. He did get us to a conference championship. But we're playing against the 9-8 Cleveland Browns. We have no clues on the Browns, but our team is solid, top to bottom. And we lost. 24-16. Are we going to know the quarterback? Oh, it's the MVP or the offensive player, rather. All right, that makes more sense. Burrow. Why? Touchdown for Taylor, Barkley, Foster. Touchdown for Pierce. Touchdown for Jones. It's annoying. So 2030 MVP, 2031 MVP, 2032 MVP. Yeah, so 3 straight. And he's also, take a look at this, about to be a free agent. Can he win MVP for us? There's no shot, but he might be on our team. And of course, we lost to the Super Bowl champion Cleveland Browns, who beat the Giants 37-31. And it seems like Russell Foster's an absolute beast. We have so much money. We have $134 million. I feel like I'm saying this every single year. Like, because we just lose offensive linemen, but we have such young, cheap ones behind them that it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't want to bring back any of these guys other than maybe Bailey or Blake, sorry. And there's really, like, there's going to be nobody in free agency. Maybe this is Lamar. You want to play for a new team. Well, just in case, I'm going to keep that franchise tag around because I do think Jeff Blake might big time us. Yeah. I mean, I'm so good at drafting offensive linemen. Bring Jeff Blake back. And then maybe Conrad Banks. He's been very consistent for us. Okay. I didn't want you anyways. So we have $106 million. I actually want to take a look at our offensive line because Sewell would not be that bad. We got no center. And we have left tackle. We have Peak. So I think we'll be fine there. I'm going to do something crazy. We're going to bring in Panay Sewell. Yeah, 2 years. I don't care. $20 million. 141 total points. That's a lot. Dante Gore, Frank's son? I don't see anything else. Like, do we bring in Shamir Lambert just because? It doesn't really make a ton of sense because we just drafted Jenkins. We do not have a defensive tackle. Huh. I'm going to go the scheme fit. I'm going to go Abdul Weathers. We're going to throw crazy money at him for a year. 185 total points, a very realistic number. A few X factors down it. Wait, is Lamar not here? Lamar is not here. We got Sewell. We got Weathers. Love it. Oh, that's right. We have 2 first-round picks. I wish there was a quarterback up here I could snatch up, but there isn't because they're all gone, which is perfectly fine. I do think that's very realistic to do that. I think we're going to go Joey Trailer. AADC, I'll take him. Normal development, that's kind of a surprise. With our second first-round pick, we're going to take left guard Quincy Pryor, who does have hidden development. I like the impact block. I like the awareness in the lead block. Home run. It's kind of crazy. The high overall player is not having hidden development. You wouldn't really expect that. Trailer has a 78. Pryor 72. Gain 71. Donald a 70. Another just solid year, but it's always going to be the quarterback that's holding us back, isn't it? So I put Jeff Green, our center, on the trade block because we picked up Sewell. We have Harvey as the backup. We drafted somebody with hidden development. So we're just going to take anything we can get. I'm hoping there's a 2nd and a 6th from Green Bay. I'm hoping maybe get lucky there's a first-round pick here. Of course not. There is a 3 and a 4. So 64 from the Eagles, 60 from the Packers. Send him on his way. So we're an 84 overall team. The offensive line is set. I would like to get a little bit better at tight end. We have all kinds of weapons for Joe Burrow. We don't have the X factor running back. I do understand that, but we have Ridley, 82 star development. I think the offense is great. Then on defense, very weak at corner in my opinion, other than Henderson, who must be 28 by now. 27, about to be 28, so his contract's coming up very, very soon. I mean, we should make the playoffs. We have Joe Burrow. We have all kinds of weapons. We have a decent defense. Probably won't happen, though. Won the division at 11-6, I believe. Let's pull up my notes really quickly. That might be the second time we won 11-6. It is, in fact, the second time we won 11-6. Dolphins, who were playing, they made the wild card. 9-8. Bills, 8-9. The Jets, 5-12. So glad we stole Joe Burrow. Guess we didn't really steal him. He's now on our team. He was a free agent. And I don't want to say he laid an egg because 4,000 yards, 30-12, but I expect way better from him. Rushing, Ridley, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Bradfield with 10. Receiving, Burnett, 977 with 9. Morton, 7 touchdowns. Love that, especially when I was talking about getting rid of him. Believe he's going to be a free agent, though. 4 for Porter, 5 for Jenkins, which I love. On defense, Woods 105. Sack totals, 12 for Bailey, 11 for Peterson. Both those guys getting up there in age. Interceptions, 5 for Henderson. I was talking some trash about him. 4 for Blake, 4 for Russell, 2 for Woods, and 2 for Burton. Second-ranked defense. Okay, that makes way more sense. Usually defense wins championships. I don't know about that anymore, but Malik Willis, MVP. Trey Lance, Herbert, Corral, Pickett. Nothing from our team. Coach of the year is Jackson Pierce. We are at 6, though. Offensive player, Herbert. Joe Burrow at 10. Defensive player, wow, he's going on quite a run. I'm going to go take a look at him in 1 second. No Patriots. Offensive rookie, nothing. Defensive rookie, we have Gaines at 3, and that's it. I mean, Karl Aftis, he must have won. Okay, I can't view their player cards. I want to say 4 or 5 defensive player of the years. Now, I know that Aaron Donald's not in our conference, so a little bit easier. Where is he? There he is. Defensive player of the year 2030 and 2031. I could have sworn he wanted more than that. Huh. But let's see if we can take down the Miami Dolphins. They're 9-8. We're 11-6. Simulate the game. Let's get going. And we lost 31-21. Great. I don't think we'll know their quarterback. Yeah, Scott Cody, 4-1. Joe Burrow did nothing. Ridley had a touchdown. Jalen Waddle still on the team. Is Tyreek Hill here? I doubt it. Yeah, absolutely not. He'd be way further up than that. All right, we need to find a quarterback. I thought Joe Burrow was going to be the answer. It's probably the playbook. It's probably the scheme. But we're going to stick to it. There's 2 teams that have won multiple Super Bowls in this video. Other than that, got a lot of ones, which is fun to see. 49ers, first time winning it. Beat the Chiefs 38-26. Xavier Harbor, Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, Joe Burrow's a free agent. I feel like we should look and keep an eye out on him. Maybe bring him back, franchise tag him, cut him, trade him if we do find a quarterback in the draft. But we're going to have a late pick. I hate that I'm doing this. I really do. We have so much money, though. And there's really, I get so many offensive linemen that I have to focus on, receivers, defensive ends, stuff like that. But we have to find corner help. We need to find a quarterback, of course. Let's go 6 years for Barnett. I believe we're at year 14 just went by, so we have 6 left. Joe Morton, I guess if he's now up to star development. And for that money, why wouldn't you bring back a tight end who played great this year? Look, Peak's here, McGee's here, Groves. There's just so many good players. And I believe who is going to be? Blake? I think we'll let Blake go and we'll bring back McGee, who hasn't really been playing. I must have drafted him 4 years ago. I believe I did, because this is another day I'm recording. Must have been 4 years ago. He had hidden development, but then I forgot that we had, I already forget his name, Blake. I wanted to say Best for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so 101 million still left over. Let's go 6 years for Peak. Get him for the rest of the video. That'll be good. That's why I'm thinking Best, because I just looked at the name and I'm stupid. 4 years for Best. That's good. And then Groves. I mean, he'll be a good number 2. $95.9 million in cap space. Trent Whitfield, we don't need an offensive lineman. I mean, do we take the defensive player of the year and figure it out? That's probably the best bet, just so we could bring in a top tier player. I know he's 34 years old. I know we have Bailey, who's 33 years old, but I want to bring in a player like that. Superstar running back, right tackle we don't need. Dan Bruce. X Factor. You know what? Let's do it. Let's bring in the quarterback, try to fix this problem. We're going to try to be fixing it the rest of this video. I already know that. Other than that, Mahomes is up there. Interesting. What is the scheme fit for my quarterback? Field general. Why? Kenny Pickett's up there. That's kind of fun. I think we're just going to stick with those 2. Yeah, because I think receiver, we're pretty good for now. We can focus on that in the draft maybe. Actually, let's check out corners. Why not? Let's bring in Zach Kurtz. Of course, I have no idea who that is, but he's superstar, 83 overall, scheme fit. And then we'll also try to bring in Donovan Mitchell, scheme fit, 32 years old, 83 overall. I think this will help our team big time. Other than that, I guess we need a defensive tackle. That's another thing we could get in the draft since we're going to have a later pick. I think we're looking good. Who's going to turn us down, though? Probably the quarterback, if I had to guess. Oh, no, he didn't. Good. There's almost nothing good up here. Bunch of offensive linemen. We're not going that route. So it's either James Parrish or Steve Sapp. And I'm hoping that maybe he's Warren Sapp's son? That doesn't seem right. But let's go with it. Steve Sapp, tight end. Does have hidden development. Good, good, good. In the second round, getting a receiver, Thomas Langford, hidden development. Awesome. 95 speed, too. Wow. Sapp, a 75 overall. Langford, 72. We got a defensive tackle a little bit later on, too, at 70. Ooh, Panay Sewell has retired. That's going to be a big hit. Now, we are going to cut Joe Burrow. Even though I kind of want to just make him the backup. I mean, a $10 million cap hit, that's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So we'll have Bruce starting. We'll have Ridley, Burnett, Jenkins, Porter, Langford's way down there. Sapp is the backup, I know. Didn't necessarily need that, but, you know, it was a good pick. Henderson's at superstar, which I did not see earlier. That's, I'm going to say that's lovely. That's awesome, lovely, whatever you want to say. Byard, Bird, up the superstar. This is good. You love to see it. This is the 4th time we've gone 5-12. We have an 88 overall team. It doesn't make any sense. The Bills are 10-7, Jets 7-10, and the Dolphins 4-13. Let's see how Bruce did. Oh, no. What? 3,600 yards, 15-12. What a big-time mistake. Ridley 1,000 with 8, Rice with 7, Morton leading the team 3 touchdowns. I mean, these stats, they're atrocious. 6 touchdowns for Jenkins. On defense, Woods 129. Sack total 16 for Peterson. I still love him. 9.5 for Karlaftis. Interceptions 4 for Mitchell, 3 for Russell, 2 for Henderson, and 2 for Groves. Jack Davis MVP. I wanted to see if Joe Burrow would be up here, but he is not. Coach of the Year Frank Brooks. AFC Offensive Players Theo Stevenson, my favorite. I mean, what am I looking for? Is Bruce going to be up here? Jerry Samuel, Defensive Player of the Year. Peterson at 4. Offensive Rookie Ellington. We do have Rice. We do have Sapp, 2 and 3. Then on defense, nothing. Actually, no. Niles Hill. So Sapp has star development. Langford has superstar development. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we're going to have a great draft pick. I do want to take a look at the standings. So we're going to have the 5th overall pick. It's not bad. Hopefully we can find a quarterback with that because we need one desperately with, I believe, just 5 years left. Another one-time champion in this video and their first ever Super Bowl, beating the Giants 28-20, Trevor Lawrence, Super Bowl MVP. So we went 5-12. Of course, we're going to take a quarterback in the draft. I don't want Karlaftis. I don't want to bring him back. Did not win Defensive Player of the Year for my team. Russell for sure coming back. Porter, I don't think so. Mitchell, no. Crockett, no. Harvey, for sure. Justin Fields, of course, I brought him on just to fill the spot. I mean, maybe Holloway and Burton. I know we're going to have basically infinite money again, right? $123 million. It's like 20 years in the future, 15 years in the future. Don't want to say 20 because we're almost there. We're getting there. 5 more years left. But let's just bring back all our players. We have all the money. You think that cap would be a little bit higher. We'd probably be paying players a little bit more. But why bring that up? No point in doing that. Let's go for the rest of the rebuild. Kurt Harvey will be on our team. 83 overall, star development. Like I said, no for Crockett, no for Mitchell. I'm intrigued by Mike Porter just to bring him back for 2 years if he wants it, maybe 3 years as an 87 overall. He won't regress that quickly. He wants 4, though. Nah, I don't think we're going to do that. I wouldn't mind, now that I think about it, a 1-year deal. We have the money. Might as well spend the money. We're going to draft the quarterback, hopefully. So we need to fill out the roster. Bryce McClellan. 95 overall guard, star development. It doesn't make sense, but it's very intriguing. Sapp, Morton, both star development. I think at this point, we're really not going to find anything. So Ridley's a 90. We could go Gallery. No. Fox is 30. Bernie Davis, I don't think we need him. There's nothing. These are all just older players that aren't really going to help our team. Like, we could go Justin Herbert if we wanted to. I really, really don't want to. But I'm not sticking with Bruce. That is a guarantee. So we have the 5th overall pick. Of course, we're not going to know if teams have quarterbacks, anything like that. But I want to take a look at what the options are. How am I a fullback? How do I go from all to fullback? I don't get it. So there's a top 5 quarterback. A, throw under pressure. Doesn't seem to be a top fit for our team. That's probably because of the scheme. He looks fantastic, though. Do we trade a pick? Do we go up to number 1? Let's check out, I think it was the Packers had the 1st overall pick. Yeah, we're going to try to trade up with them. I traded them our 1st this year, a 2nd this year, and a 2nd next year. I didn't think the 1st round pick made sense. They have a quarterback, so they're not really going to hold out over that. And let's just pretend that no one else wants a quarterback. And let's go get, I believe his name was Thomas Walters. Okay, so I got his first name right. Add him to the team. Oh, no. Oh, no. He looks fantastic for what we know about him. In the third round, we're going to take receiver Gordon Cofield, who has hidden development. In the second round, I took a corner who was not that great, so I kind of just saved you guys that trouble. I just hope that Walter, 73 overall, that's not great. Wow, Cofield's not that great either. This draft was awful. So Bruce basically laid an egg last season. I'm going to put him on the trade block just to see the offers. Who is this? Who is Daniel Bass? I don't even know who that is. Just get rid of him. I don't want to look at him. I'm not completely sold on Walters. I think he could be good. Maybe we sit him on the bench for a year and go from there. It depends if we get any good offers for Bruce. And by any good offers, probably a second round pick I'll take. Or nobody wants him, which I can't really blame him after last season because he was not good. Okay, good. Give me first round pick. Seconds. 3 seconds. This is a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sit our quarterback for a year. No, I don't want to accept the offer. Let's go to the playoffs. We got one more win than last year. All right, going 6-11. You love to see it. Dolphins 11-6, the Bills 9-8, and the Jets 7-10. This is what I'm worried about. These stats are going to be atrocious, aren't they? 4,100 yards, 26 touchdowns, and that's actually not that bad. I don't know what happened last year, but I can't be too upset about this year. Ridley, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Maybe that gets his trade value up. That'd be nice. Burnett, 1 yard short of 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns. 8 for Jenkins, 2 for Donald, 8 for Morton. On defense, best, 122 tackles, 17.5 sacks for Casey Peterson. He's been an absolute beast this whole rebuild. Best 8.5, 6.5 for Burton. 3 interceptions for Russell, good. 3 for Mitchell, and a few ones. But you know what I want to do? Will it tell me, let's go to stats and contracts. Or am I going to have to add this all up? I'm probably going to have to add it all up, huh? Yeah, why just do a little thing in the Excel sheet that you just do like X equals number? It'd be pretty easy. Pretty easy. We're at the point where I'm not going to really know anybody up here. The Cowboys quarterback, I assume MVP is an 83 overall. Very realistic. There isn't. Actually, we know Russell Foster sounds familiar, right? I feel like he might have been one of our quarterbacks. Or no, we might have lost him when he was on the Browns. That might be right. Coach of the Year, Randall Armstrong. Mike Tomlin on the Eagles. Arthur Smith, Matt Rule. AFC Offensive Player, Tony Sandridge, Nothing. Defensive player, Casey Peterson. You love to see it because he's probably going to leave the team very, very soon. Offensive rookie, nothing. Defensive rookie, nothing. The Vikings were so close to being 4-time Super Bowl champions in this video, but they lost to the Colts 38-35. Stanley Shields, Super Bowl MVP. So Peterson's going to be a free agent. He's staying on the team as long as he wants to. Let's go 7 years here. Increase the money because maybe he's like, I don't want to play someplace for 7 years. Too bad, you're coming back. Henderson's been a great player for us at 89 overall, 9 years in the league. I'm going to give him a 2-year extension. Now we're kind of... Excuse me? Excuse me. He's going to turn us down. Now, more than likely, I am going to franchise tag him, but I'd rather pay everybody first. George Jenkins, 90 overall. Give him 6 years. He'll be here for the rest of the rebuild. We do have 4 years left. Also, let me know if you like seeing the 20 years over the 30 years. Down in the comments below. Hicks, no. Mitchell, no. Maybe. Let's bring Randolph back. These people are so cheap. You'd think like a 78 overall, you'd say that's about average, I would say. You'd think you'd get paid more than that, but I'm not really going to complain all too much. I don't know who Percy Hood is, but he'll be cheap, so he'll be on my team. And our pick's going to be somewhat high again. Oh, yeah, Spidell. I think we're going to try to go for an end. Yeah, probably an end. We could use an offensive lineman. I'll probably take that in the second round. I'm usually good at taking those. You've seen so far. But, yeah, that's it. Actually, no, that's not it. Now that's it. We're definitely going to trade Bruce away. We do need some cornerback help because after Henderson, it's Gaines. Gaines not bad as a number 3 guy. I don't think he'll really be a number 2 guy. So let's bring in Jimmy Griffin if we can. Kilgore, LeBlanc, Bridges, Bruton. No, that was one of my offensive linemen. I was going to say, that sounds very familiar. Look at all these corners. It's kind of crazy. Calvin Bean, that name also looks familiar, but it's probably not. I've been doing a lot of years of this rebuild. Adam Bradley. He's a young enough player with superstar development, a scheme fit, 152 points. Okay, that might have been a lot. I'll give you that. But let's go Jimmy Griffith. Let's increase the money. $31 million for 1 year. How about you just take it and you don't complain? And then I do think I want to get one more corner if we can. Let's go Jermaine Barner, scheme fit. All three are on the team. Love it, love it, love it. It really just depends if our quarterback Walters could get the job done. The Packers have back-to-back years with the first overall pick. That's kind of crazy. We're not going to trade up. We're not doing anything fancy this year. I believe, yes, we do not have a second-round pick. I totally forgot about that till right now. So what we're going to want to do is to maybe take an offensive lineman, as much as that's unfortunate, unless we want to get a corner just to plan for the future. And I think we do. Let's get Keith Stanley. Hidden development easy because we have Henderson and the two guys we just picked up all on 1-year deals. I think that'll be good. Get some experience under his belt. Year 1, year 2, maybe be our number 1 guy. I didn't even realize that. I took the Stanley brothers. So Stanley corner, 75 overall. Then I took Stanley the middle linebacker, who's a 64. Wasn't a great pick. Meadows running back, 75 overall. And the rest of the wash. No matter what, we're trading Bruce this year. We can get a right outside linebacker. That's interesting. I don't think that's the way we're going to go. Let's go with a 2 and a 4. I'm very surprised we're going to get a 4th round pick included in this. So we're an 87 overall team. Walters is a 75 overall. He will be a starting quarterback. We have all kinds of weapons for him, though, and a good offensive line that it really shouldn't hold him back unless he's going to have stats like Bruce. We're going to have to wait and see. 5 deep at corner. Defensive line's good. Linebackers are good. Safeties are great. Let's go to the playoffs. We're in the playoffs, which is great. We're 10-7, first time in this video, as of my records I have on my screen right here, playing against the 8-9 Houston Texans. We've almost done every single record other than like 15, 16, 17. And we also don't have 4-13 and 1-16. But I'd say we have most of them covered. We're kind of mediocre, right in the middle for everything. So very interesting. But the Bills went 13-4, Jets 8-9, the Dolphins 6-11. Come on, Walters, don't let me down. Oh boy, 3,800 yards, 34-14, 65% completion. His first year starting, I can't be all too upset. Ridley 1,000 with 7, Rice with 5, the Meadows rookie with 1. That was a good sentence. Receiving, Burnett 914, 8 touchdowns. Langford 801 with 5, 13 for Morton at tight end. Jenkins, who came back, 8 touchdowns. On defense, best 122 for tackles. Sack total 16 for Peterson, an absolute beast. Maybe back-to-back defensive player of the year. That'd be nice. Interceptions, 4 for Henderson, 2 for Spidell, 2 for Griffin, 1 for Russell. Tim Dunn, MVP. If I see Bruce up here, oh, don't do this to me. I'm going to look at his stats. I am. And I love this game. We could be in Coach of the Year potentially. We are at 9. Oh, man. Offensive player, Trevor Lawrence still playing. Interesting. Nothing from our team. Defensive player of the year. We do have Peterson at 5. Offensive rookie. Meadows, the running back, at 3. Defensive rookie. Nothing. I have to go look. I'm just so intrigued. Yeah, right. It's so just playbook and scheme based. Am I just going to use the same playbook and scheme that's the best one and just win all the time? Like, that's kind of lame. That really is kind of lame. So we drafted hidden development corner, hidden development running back. I think that's it. Yeah, we drafted middle linebacker who was not hidden development. Meadows, we don't know yet, but he's up to a 79 overall. And Stanley is star development. But let's see if we take down the Houston Texans. They're 8-9. They won the division. It's a very tough division down there. We did beat them 28-20. I was hoping we beat them with a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Just like beat them into the ground. I don't know why I can't think of the word. And we lost 31-13. And to the Buffalo Bills. Is it fervor? I feel like the word's fervor. It's probably not, though. Touchdown for Gilmore. Interception for Walters. 72 quarterback rating. It's awful. Flowers touchdown. Ridley, House, LeBlanc. Ooh, Jenkins 114. Touchdown for Dorsett. Touchdown for Burnett. We all knew the Bills couldn't get the job done. They have yet to win a Super Bowl. They're like the best team in this game at the moment. Cardinals beat the Bills 24-17. Bernie Davis, Super Bowl MVP. We have $96 million in cap space. Griffith is gone. Henderson, I'm probably going to bring him back if I'm being honest. Pryor's going to come back. Traylor's going to come back. Burton, maybe? Gaines, definitely. Oh, man, there's a lot of good players down here. We're not going to bring back Combs. Let's start out with Woodard. I'm going to sign a few of these guys off screen, and then I'll be right back. So I brought back everybody I said I was going to. It's really just Byard, Bird, however you want to say it. He wants 2 years as an 84 overall. I don't think we're going to find much better unless we go into free agency and there's something there, which I guess... No, $13 million, that's fine. I'll do that. I'm also interested in maybe looking in the draft for a quarterback. Is that bad? Am I at the point in this rebuild where I'm like, we got to find a quarterback? I think so. Connor Whitaker, 25 years old, superstar X Factor. Now, what I really need to know, Peterson is still on the team, but I do not care, I don't think. I was about to say, and I was like, do I? I might. Man, but we have Burnett, we have Jenkins, we have that other receiver I drafted, so that doesn't make a ton of sense. There's all kinds of defensive linemen that are good, apparently. Couldn't find a single good one the whole rebuild until Peterson. Guess we have Bailey, too. Oh, man. We have 45-7. Don't have to pay our quarterback yet. So I'm actually going to go with the scheme fit Torrey. Sorry, I wanted to say Troy. Troy from Saints Row. What is his last name? Did anyone play Saints Row 1? Great, great game. And then I think I'm also going to bring in Whitaker. Is that bad? Might be bad. I also think I'm going to up Woodbury's offer because it's right over the Steelers. And I really would like to win a Super Bowl in one of these. I think in all my 20 years, 30 years, I've only won like 2. Which is just like awful. I can't even think of another word for it. We got both of them perfect. Let's go to the draft. We have a 92 overall offense. Once again, there's unfortunately not much up here. We're at pick 26. I want to go with one of these 3 players. Probably not the running back, to be honest. Awareness, that's kind of a home run already. What is his strength? Second. So Bradford, or was the other guy's name? Jamar Jones. AB 12th. All right. I think Jamar Jones is going to be a pretty good player, but I think Christian Bradford's going to be way better. Does have hidden development, 88 strength. Yeah, way better. Bradford's a 72 overall with hidden development. That's great. The free safety I drafted, awful. Griffey's awful. But check out this quarterback. I was like, let's take somebody and just hope and pray. 54 overall. 54. In the 3rd round. The scouting in this game is really bad. I don't think it's really possible to have a way better team than this, of course, unless we put all 99 overalls. But drafting, signing, developing your players, I don't think it's possible. 87 overall. We have Ridley. We have Meadows, who ended up being superstar development. We're 5 deep at receiver. 2 deep at tight end. The offensive line starters and backups are good. On defense, Peterson, Whitaker, Bradley, who I do have to trade away. We'll do that in a second. We're just loaded top to bottom. Took us a while to get any offers for Adam Bradley. I mean, I'm going to take the 2nd round pick from the Packers, who had the 1st overall pick back-to-back years. They didn't this year, don't get me wrong. But it's still a pretty good track record. Or pretty bad if you're a Packers fan. Another first, actually. We went 12-5, got the 1st round bye. That's the first time we've gone 12-5 in this video. That's awesome. I'm actually really excited about that. Hopefully, we can get to that Super Bowl. I just want to get there. We don't even have to win it. I'm not going to try to be greedy. Would it be nice to win it? Yes. Do we have to? Probably yes. Walters apparently isn't the reason we made it. Talk about just a game manager. Ridley at 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns. I love it. Meadows with 13. Burnett, 9-11 with only a touchdown. That's rough. 10 touchdowns for Morton, 4 for Jenkins and Woodbury. Ridley didn't do anything. Meadows, though, with a touchdown. On defense, Russell, 99 tackles. That's not great. 15.5 sacks for Peterson, 11.5 for Whitaker, 8.5 for Woodard. Interceptions, 4 for Best in games, 3 for Stanley, 2 for Russell. How are we 8th in offensive yards? We're 1st in defensive yards. That makes a lot of sense. But 8th in offensive yards, I just don't get that. Trey Lance still in the league, MVP, okay. Anybody that we recognize, we know who Foster is. Jonathan Stockton, that sounds familiar. Coach of the year, Jackson Pierce. Hey, we're at number 3. Good, good, good. Offensive player, Myron Green. Oh, Ridley, the running back at 7. I guess he had 17 touchdowns. Defensive player, Trent. We have Peterson at 6. I thought maybe Whitaker would be up there at the same time. Offensive rookie, Ross Brenner. Defensive rookie, Tyler Robinson. I actually do want to check one more thing. He better not be up here. That's all I'm saying. Good. Good. Get him out. I don't think the development for our offensive lineman is going to be known. It is, in fact, star development. Not bad as a backup. I think we have a really good chance. I can't believe we got the first round bye with an 82 overall team. It just seems so unlikely. Let's advance. Let's see if we can make it to the divisional round. Let's go to the divisional round. I'm used to, not getting the first round bye. Can we beat them Dolphins' ass? Get to the AFC Championship. I hate this game. 31-21 to who? Kurt McKinley. I know it doesn't matter. 2 interceptions for Walters. I guess we're on the quarterback hunt again as a 12-5 team. 3 touchdowns for Knott, 1 for Ridley, 1 for Woodbury, 1 for Davis, 1 for Jenkins. I don't know. The Saints won the Super Bowl, beating the Colts 23-17. Very interesting. Darrell Biggers, Super Bowl MVP. Now, since we are going to draft a new quarterback, I have to assume then we have $52 million to spend. We don't have to worry about paying Walters. I think that would be next year, if I remember correctly. So Langford's going to come back. Morton isn't. Sapp is definitely going to come back. Best can go. Clayton can go. Carr can go. Everybody down here can go. So it's really just Sapp, Langford, maybe Henderson, maybe. I don't think bringing back Henderson's really going to hurt our team too much. I do think Bird, bringing him back would hurt us. What did that say? A 78, I believe it just said. I'm not bringing back a 78 overall free safety. I have no interest in that. I will go 2 years for Henderson if he'll take it, though, and throw all the money at him. So we have $27 million in cap space. We're not going with another running back. Ridley, by the way, up to superstar. So 2 running backs with superstar. Dakota Sullivan, McFadden. Okay, we do need a free safety. So Harris, he's going to be on our team. We have 2 years left after this year, or after this offseason. There are some quarterbacks up here. What I'm going to do, I think we'll do this. We'll go with John Ruff. He's a scheme fit superstar. We could trade Walters for something, I hope. But if there is a quarterback in the draft, I am going to take him, and then we'll let him sit behind. I already forget the guy's name. Is it that bad? I guess they're all made-up players, so I can't remember everybody's name. Just seems impossible. They've all turned us down anyways. Great. Let's take a look. There's a bunch of quarterbacks. Of course there is. So this is the quarterback that I really want. Kendrick Gates. Now, because Madden's stupid, and boy is it stupid, I think it's going to go Hall, Kinney, Gates. I know we just looked at mock draft. I don't remember the order was. If he gets past here, which he will, and I also think he'll get past here, which he did, we're going to mortgage our future and put it all in one guy. And just to make you feel better, what is going on? 3 players with 80 or overall or higher at quarterback and then a 76. I guess you just can't ever have enough. I'm confused. So I'm trading our 2 first-round picks, well, 1 this year, 1 next year, and our second-round pick this year. Even though you think they take like anything to trade out of that spot, you don't need a quarterback because you have 4 of them. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Kendrick Gates, welcome. We don't even know really anything about him other than his physicals are fantastic. Isn't it crazy? Like, we don't know anything about his throwing at quarterback. Hidden development, which is good. 94 throw power. 75 overall. I love it. The computer drafted our 3rd round pick, Sawyer, 72 overall. I figured it wouldn't really be worth drafting the rest, but we have a quarterback. Let's trade Walters away. What is going on in this game? 3 quarterbacks that are great. You could argue the 4th one can play too. I was going to trade them my quarterback because nobody wants him. But every team just loaded. Just loaded at quarterback other than the Bills. The Bills just seem like the odd man out. I'm about to give him a good quarterback. What on earth is going on right now? This is crazy. Look at this team. 89, 88, 80. There's Bruce. You know what? Have my other crappy quarterback. I'm not going to take a first-round pick for him. Give me a second. You seem like you're in desperate need of a quarterback. I sure was when I had him on my team. Take him off my hands. Thank you. So we're an 88 overall team. We have Gates at quarterback, all the weapons as usual, the offensive line, the defense. Wow, Sawyer, the computer drafted a hidden development outside linebacker. I like that a lot. We're weak at free safety. I'm not really too concerned about it. Let's go to the playoffs. It is our 3rd time going 11-6, playing the Indianapolis Colts in the wild card round. Dolphins 9-8, the Bills and the Jets 8-9. Please, just be good. 4,600 yards, 32-10. There we go. We got a chance. Ridley, 10 touchdowns, about 1,300 yards. 10 for Meadows as well. Is that it? Nobody else on my team? Oh, no, sorry. Steve Sapp, I apologize. 3 attempts, 0 yards, but he got a touchdown. And he had fumbles? What is going on? I don't understand. Okay, that's just downs played overall. I was going to say he had 1,200 downs played as a running back, but he's also on the line. I get it. I get it. Receiving Burnett, 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns, 4 for Woodbury. Let's get over here. Sapp, 9-12 with 12. Apparently, something with an N. Was it Morand? Something like that. He was holding him back. 5 touchdowns for Jenkins, 900 yards. On defense, Spadell, 124. Sack totals, 12.5 for Whitaker, 12 for Peterson. I don't like that. Interceptions, 4 for Russell, and then a few ones. Ooh, 5th in offensive yards. I like how we're only up to 24th legacy leaderboard. First in defensive yards, good. Decker, Lance, McAllister. Why is our guy not up there? Bruce is up there, though, which makes a ton of sense. Matt Nagy, we're at 5. Offensive player. There we go. Gates. Wait, was Gates up there and I'm just stupid? Was I looking for a different name? No, okay, he's not up there. Gates at 7. Defensive player of the year is Wakefield. Nothing. Offensive rookie, Gates, of course. Actually, because this is probably their quarterback right here. Granted, what am I talking about? Teams just take quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. It doesn't matter at all. Mike Manning. We do have a Nelly at number 7. Come on, Madden gods. Give me what I want. No. Why does he have superstar development? Don't do this to me. I hate it. Sawyer, we don't know, but up to a 77 overall. All right, let's see if we can beat, who was it? I forget. The Indianapolis Colts, who are 9-8. Because all these teams just sneak in. The league is so flush with quarterbacks that just anybody can make it to this point. We beat them 30-28, which doesn't make me feel great because now we're playing against the 9-8 Miami Dolphins, and we lost. Yeah. Makes a ton of sense. Just Gates, all I ask. If you have an interception, just be one. None. Okay. I'm happy with that then. 304, 3 touchdowns. Nothing for rushing. Boone touchdown, Watson touchdown, 2 for Ridley, and 1 for Davis. The Saints are back-to-back Super Bowl champions, beating the Dolphins who beat us, so that's kind of annoying. Trevor Lawrence. Interesting, a name we know, Super Bowl MVP. We have 1 single year left. I didn't even see how much money we have, but we're just going to bring the whole gang back. 44.6. So actually, that's not as much as I thought it was going to be. I'm probably just going to sign. Ooh. Okay, McGee. Didn't know you were going to big time us like that. Cofield, we do not need at this point. Punter, I don't care about. Tight end, I don't care about. I think we're just good. We're good. We're going to go to free agency. We're going to sign all the players, and we don't have a first-round pick. Great. An X-Factor running back, 99 overall. Yup. This is what we need in our final year. He just came from us from out of space, and I'm going to actually make sure he cannot turn us down by giving him an absurd amount of money. And I understand that hurts us elsewhere, but 182 points is like a $200 million offer for a running back. You got to take that, and you got to run every single time. We do not have a defensive tackle that is worth it, so how about a 7-year deal, 6-year deal? Same thing. 134 points, beat out the Dolphins, which I do like to see. We don't have a punter. I think that's really what's holding us back in this whole rebuild. All right, if we can get those 3 players and then in the draft, I guess get an outside linebacker, that'd be pretty big. And in theory, we could, I don't really want to get too crazy. We could trade our running backs for picks, but I think we'll be good. What we got? Okay, the defensive tackle turned us down. I'm not really too beat up about that. I saw decline or rejected at first. So I was like, uh-oh, this is going to be big trouble, but we're fine. Ooh. Is 14.5 going to be enough for this guy? I hope so. Oop, that is over. That is still over. That is still over for some reason, even though it's not. I hate this game. What is going on? Why are you doing this to me? I hate this game. I'm going to trade away one of our running backs. We're getting a little wild here in the final year. Ridley for a first-round pick. We gave up our 3rd and 4th, but I believe we have 3 second-round picks, which is a little obnoxious. That should be enough to get the job done and bring him to our team. We haven't had a solid middle linebacker since I feel, this is going to be wrong, don't get me wrong, like year 2, 3? I forget the guy's name that we drafted early on, but we got Herbert on the team. We do still need a safety, so we're going to take Darnell Jennings with the 1st overall pick. Hidden development, love it. Look at that. Jennings, 81 overall. Then we got a center, Kitchen, 75 overall. It's our final draft, and that's a way to do it. Is that the highest overall player drafted? It seems so. Getting close, though, with a running back. But 81? Yes. I totally forgot to introduce the team again. I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I was like, let's do this really quick. Sim the whole season. So that is my bad. But ending the season at 12-5, tied with the Bills, Dolphins 10-7, the Jets 9-8. And we're playing the Cleveland Browns, who have beat us quite a few times in the playoffs, who are 10-7. Now, let's see what Gates did for us. 3,800 yards, 27-11 is not great. Dickens, 1,500 yards, 15 touchdowns, 18 for Meadows. You'll love to see that. Woodbury, 1,000 with 6. Burnett, 900 with 7. Sapp with 5. Jenkins with 4. On defense, Herbert, 98 tackles. 19.5 sacks for Whitaker. I was hoping it was Peterson, who has 11.5. Interceptions, 3 for Henderson, 2 for Herbert, and then a few ones. Ooh, 5th in offensive yards. I still don't understand that. If we were like total touchdowns, sure. And then we're 2nd in defensive yards. Isn't that? Oh no, our guy was Thomas Walters. I was about to be pretty upset. I really was. There's Bruce at 7. Coach of the year, Frank Brooks, Boyer at 3. AFC offensive player. No, Dickens. That's a running back at 10. Defensive player, Quinton Guy. Whitaker at 3. Ooh, really? No Peterson? Offensive rookie, nothing. Defensive rookie, Jennings the safety. You love to see it. The only thing I really want to see in our roster is what Jennings was. Kitchen, though, up to an 81. That's 3 morale. That's a lot. But Jennings star development. All right. I believe the quarterback's name was Foster, if I remember correctly. So can we beat the Cleveland Browns with, I think it was Russell. I swear it was Russell Foster. Maybe it was Reuben Foster. No, we can't. That hurts. 45-31. Is it him? It is Russell Foster, 3 touchdowns. Gates, 2-1. I do think, let me know in the comments below, should I just use the best playbook, the best scheme, and just keep going on runs? We really might do that. We really might. All right, let's find out who's going to win the final Super Bowl, and then we'll go over some of our stats. And the final Super Bowl champion in this video is going to be the 49ers, who beat the Jaguars 29-10. Tyler Peterson, Super Bowl MVP. So let's go over some of these stats real quickly. Let's go to roster while we do it. So we went 14-3 once, 13-4 once, 12-5 twice, 11-6 3 times, 10-7 once, 9-8 twice, 8-9 twice, 7-10 once, 6-11 twice, 5-12 4 times, which you just love to see, and then 2-15 once. Now for Super Bowls, I'm going to name all the teams that have won one, so I don't have to say all of it. So Cardinals, Jaguars, Browns, Titans, Falcons, Jets, Packers, Cowboys, and the Buccaneers. For 2-timers, we got the Saints, the 49ers, the Colts, the Chiefs, and then the 3-time champs. And Chumpy, if you're watching this ain't ever going to happen. The Minnesota Vikings, 3-time Super Bowl champions. You almost never see that. There's really only one career stat I want to look at, and it's sacks. And I want to see if any of our guys like Peterson or Bailey got up here. They did not. I don't think interceptions we would have had anything. What about for a season? I feel like we did have somebody for a season. No? Look at this, 25-24, TJ Watt. No Patriots. What about for a game, I guess? Probably not, but just in case, no. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Hit the like button down below. Please, please, please. Ring that bell. Hit the subscribe button. Come on back for more. Madden 23 right around the corner. Please, God, be good. I'll see you next time.